Yo, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. Doing solo right now. Brian should be jumping on pretty soon, and Brandon as well. They're gonna be joining me in a little bit. I know they're both like super busy with work and stuff, so but decided to come on and hang out with you guys for a little bit. What is up? Yeah, the Matt Film Show. Hey, excuse me. Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Have you seen the new Wonka trailer? If so, what do you think of it? I have not seen it yet. I wasn't impressed with the first one, honestly. Um, it felt like forced. I don't know if Timothy Chalamet is the dude for the Wonka. Um, but yeah, if we have time, we'll check out the new one. We'll see that. I know for sure we're gonna watch the Iron Claw trailer because I want to see it. It's the Von Erich's kind of story. So we're for sure gonna watch that one. But if we got time, I'll watch it. We can check out the Willy Wonka one or the Wonka. Well, let me know, Matt Film Show. What did you think about it? How'd you like it? And then we got Professor Fan, the film fan. What is up? Good evening. It's just me right now, gentleman, not gentleman. But the other guys be coming soon. Cineview, what is up? He said, just watch Big Brother. Cameron got evicted, and I'm hoping someone can win HOH. We evict Matt Herchak. And later tonight, I'm watching the Jimmy Kimmel show to see Mexican perform. I didn't know they were they're performing. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't watch Big Brother, man. There is a show. Go check out the Gadunk. Go tell them I sent you. They used to do movie stuff. I think they still do every so often. But they kind of transitioned into more reality TV. So they definitely do Big Brother and stuff like that. And I think they do some like live stuff too, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, go check them out, Cineview. You might like them. Especially if you're into like that kind of stuff. So these guys right here, the Gadunk. Yeah, they're pretty cool guys. You know, like Love is Blind. They do a lot of that stuff. So I'm not big into the reality TV. But they got that. They got Survivor. I know they were doing Big Brother, I think. They were doing Bachelor and stuff like that. So if you're into like some what is it, reality TV, go check them out. Go check them out. So but cool. I might have to record that Jimmy Kimmel because I kind of want to see that. He goes, I certainly saw the Wonka trailer. Looking forward to it. I'm considering buying extra candy for the movie just to get in the vibes for the Wonka. So I gotta check out the new trailer. Yeah, Brandon Davis, what is up? Yo, what's going on, man? Matt Film. It looks really cool. Looking forward to see it. I like Timothy Chalamet. I do too. He is in a lot of things lately. But I do like him. I think the things he does well. I haven't seen him in a role where I didn't like him yet. But this one might be the first because, like I said, the trailer didn't really catch me. I probably am gonna see it, but the trailer wasn't. It felt like he was trying to be the Johnny Depp. What is that? The Johnny Depp Wonka, like a version of that. And I'm like, he should be the old school one, you know. So, but we'll check it out. Brandon said, the story about Dick Buckus. Oh yeah, R.I.P. I'm taking HVAC course, and the instructor, black guy, went to CVS with him. My instructor is a small. He said Dick was damn near 300 pounds. He basically said dot dot dot. I never met Dick Buckus, which just sucks because he's definitely one of my like all-time greats. Yeah, that's cool. You saw him at CVS. But I did see other football players, and man, they are monsters of people. When I used to work at a casino in around the Chicago area, a bunch of athletes would show up, and Brian Urlacher showed up. After he had already retired, Lance Briggs showed up. He was still playing, and man, those dudes were beasts. They're this is huge guys, man, huge guys. I would even say like bigger than Brian. And Brian always likes to say 6'5", 200 pounds, 250, whatever. Like they were massive freaking dudes, man, massive dudes. Interview. I'm hoping to get Timothy Chalamet to be a cast member in my Land Before Time sequels. Hoping for him to voice Shorty Littlefoot's adopted brother. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Timothy is actually a pretty good voice actor. You wouldn't think so because I don't know. It doesn't come off as that, but um, he's a pretty good voice actor too. I forget what he did. Some other. What else did he do? Hold on. Let me see. Well, I will look. Brandon said Dick was a racist. They used to bully him and beat him really bad. One day that his mom took him out of that school because of him being put in a different school. He was able to get a better education. But damn. I mean, Dick, I know, Buckus is old, and the older, farther back you go, the more, a lot of that shit you get. But that does suck, man. That does suck. Yeah. Which is funny because he was on a show where he was like a coach for like a basketball team. I don't know why. And I remember in there they like brought up like racism or something like that. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he changed, but yeah, that does suck, man. So I love the actor, a young star worthy of awards. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Timothy Chalamet is pretty good. I love them in Dune. I'm a big Dune fan. I know a lot of people don't like it. American French, really? And French actor. I don't know that. Bones. Yeah, he was in Bones and All. That was a weird movie. What was he in? He was a voice actor for something. I thought he was. He has credit for Interstellar. I was like, I gotta wait. What? I guess not. I don't see anything with he was in Don't Look Up. I think he did good. He was in Lady Boy. Remember that? They're saying he's in Interstellar. He was Tom. Oh shit, he was. It's right. Yeah, he was in Interstellar. Holy crap! I completely forgot about that. Yeah, and Interstellar is one of my favorite movies, but that was really before he was on the map and who he is now. Crap. But yeah. Let's see what else we guys got. Oh shit! I want to bring this up. This kind of that pissed me off, upset me a little bit. So they said as today that Best Buy is exiting the physical media business for good. And it says in 2024, they're saying in Q1 of 2024. So sometime the beginning of next month, Best Buy will no longer sell physical media. That sucks. And I know Target stopped doing it. And the few Targets by my house, I went in and I went to go look because I usually look every Tuesday, see what movies got released and stuff like that. They changed the whole section, the whole like media section. There's like the DVDs and Blu-rays and all that stuff. And I went in and it was like taken down, so I didn't think anything about it. And then I looked into it, and I guess Targets are going to stop selling their physical media as well, which really sucks because Target and Best Buy are like the spots. And especially Best Buy right now is going super hard with the steel books, like super crazy with the steel books. So this is like super upsetting, because I think they're obviously kind of coming back, but I think this might, I don't know, is this gonna kill the physical media business? Brand Davis said, where am I supposed to get my DVDs from now? Yeah.
Amazon, like the rest of us.
There we go.
That's why I get all my stuff. I order from Amazon. It's wait.
I know. I hate streaming services. They're so overrated. They're annoying for sure. I don't hate them. They do have some of their benefits. Especially for me as a parent now, like it is easy just to put Bluey on, and when I need to like do something, I'm like, here's Bluey, like give me 30 minutes to go do something, and it auto plays and stuff like that, which is nice. But yeah,
Man, Bluey is the worst thing ever invented. You know what has to happen when I have Bluey? Then I have to get wound up and then have to start dancing and stuff like that. It's the worst thing ever. It's the
I saw
worst.
I saw one of the best clips from Bluey today, and I didn't even think about it, where he's Bandit, the dad dog,
Yeah.
is building like an IKEA thing and blah blah blah. And then
Yeah.
the mom is like, oh, the cartoon dog in the picture is telling you should do this. And he's like, I'm not gonna take instructions from a cartoon dog. That's freaking hilarious. I that show is so
I hate it so much.
I love that show. I really
Especially
do.
I'm telling you, the dance off. They let the kids do everything. It's too much like My Family, two girls.
I was gonna say
it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different with a boy. I wish I wish one of them was at least a boy. Having two girls, they're too much alike. The sisters, they're different,
no
obviously different
like
ages.
Bluey, and most people don't even know Bluey's a girl.
I know, right? No. My favorite, even Erica's favorite, is their cousin, Muffin Middens. I forget what the hell her name is. She is a brat, and I love it.
Oh
like one of the new episodes, she's a granny. They do the granny things, and she's a granny, and her and an actual granny like start arguing. It's like the best.
So, I will say the granny thing is hilarious.
The granny thing.
Acting like a little granny. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh my god.
Yeah, their new one's good. But yeah. So streaming services have their ups, but they're not there to replace physical media, I think. Like if you want a true 4K, then you gotta you gotta have it. What you got? What's that? Let's see, hold on. Oh, wait, wrong button. Oh, let me bring this down. Ooh. Is that like a new one?
No, this is actually a variant from the 90s. The 50th Black Panther from there. But it is super awesome. I've been asking for it, waiting for it from Graham Cracker, and finally came in today.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. So yeah. But what else we got? Queen's you talked to Loki yet? Not yet. We haven't talked.
No.
We'll probably wait until Brandon shows up, and then we'll start something like that. And then Brandon Davis said that Continental just fell flat for me.
It fell flat for everybody, dude. I mean, it just nothing happened.
But I go online and I see these people, and people are like, "It's so great! It's such a great show." I'm like, "Is it though?" Like, I just feel like it didn't stay true to the character of Winston, and it just felt like shoehorned into the world of John Wick rather than being part of it.
Anything with a lot of killing is what's people love. So it's a lot of death in it, but it didn't make sense for the character. It's not who you are. So just it's silly, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it didn't. Like I said, like that wasn't the Winston that I kind of know, because
not my Winston.
Not my Winston, But like you gave us 4 films, and Winston is obviously not the main character, but he's in it. But you get a lot from him. And he's a smart guy, and he's like 3 steps ahead. And they did do that in here, but I feel like they didn't do it enough. They kind of like violence. And at the very, 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 like the last 10 minutes of the show is when you see like he's smarter than everywhere else. And I was like, that should have been like from episode 1 almost.
He's young and saying that he had to develop that.
Maybe
it could be that,
You don't do that the last 10 minutes of like a 4.5 hour movie. So
that's exactly what it was, a 4.5 hour movie.
yeah. Well, I guess the showrunner, or I believe it was the showrunner, said it was supposed to be a series. It was supposed to be like 9 or 10 episodes. And then Peacock was like,
"Oh, we don't have enough time."
Yeah, I guess they were like, no, we want a little mini event. But yeah, man. Thank you for. I know Brandon's about Brandman said about the same as us. Just wasn't digging it.
I mean, it could have been better. It was like the world was there still. I mean, that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the world
It
was
was
still
there,
there.
but
Just
it just
not
felt.
exactly what I expected. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to be part of the world. Instead, it was just kind of part of Winston's circle. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like it felt very
Exactly.
different. You know, even at the very end with Mel Gibson, I'm like, really, really. I like the kind of a little twist with the cop chick,
Yeah.
but everything was just like a nothing. It was like everything just fell kind of flat. You know,
And then
like
you're
you
like,
said,
so did it matter at all?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You know, and I was like, but it also like when what she did with Mel Gibson didn't feel earned. You
Mhm.
know, because they build up with Winston and Cromack, you know, Croy Mac or whatever, you know, Winston and Cromack, yeah, boom, 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 boom. And then she comes in and does her thing, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, what? You know, so that
It
was
wasn't earned. That's what it came. It
yeah,
came out. It was
yeah.
just something that just happened.
Like,
Well, okay.
oh, twist, you know, look at it, you know, I'm like, but
The
it
twists were
didn't feel
just
right.
a second twist instead
Yeah,
of for plot.
yeah, it didn't feel right. Yeah, it didn't feel like part of the plot. This interview said, Bannon is surprisingly hot, as an
What?
unapologetic for. I should say, Chile is lucky to have him. That's funny. Putin's cat F Elon Musk. I second that. You gotta tell me that. That's funny. Popping the popcorn. What is up? She's hi friends. A lot of people feel attracted to him, and it's very surprising. Didn't see it coming. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. You are not. Also, I found out the guy who voices Bandit. I forgot what his name is. He was the lead for a band that was really big in Australia in the 90s.
No,
So
really?
yeah, yeah. In Australia, I had no idea who this was, but you know, like watching it and like hearing other Australians talk about it, is like, why did he seem so familiar? And it's like, oh yeah, this guy was the lead in, you know, he had the vocals in whatever band in the 90s, and it was kind of really big in Australia. So I was like, oh,
David McCormick.
McCormick, yeah,
Yeah. Huh.
yeah. I guess he was in some band. I was like, I didn't know that, and like, that's why Bandit is so always like, you know, making little beats and banging on the drums and
Yep.
always like, I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, and always dancing. Ugh.
Yeah, and always dancing. I shared out the stream. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank you very
you, Papa the
much.
Popcorn. Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And also, I know Poppin' Popcorn, she just hit 1,000 not too long ago. So I don't know if I said congrats,
Whoa, that's
but
awesome.
congrats. Oh, good stuff. And I think DJ from Movie Time Minute, who's you know been the last couple of days has been doing our Halloween show, was on her show like the other day, 2 days ago.
Hey, DJ
So,
was awesome, and he has some real cool stuff that made me want to go back to the store. I was like, man,
yeah, no, man, you need to move first, and then
exactly. I keep on getting more and more stuff. My wife was like,
I know.
dude,
Supposed to be packing.
like I've gotten like at least 5, 12 more Funko Pops. I got I got new graded comic books I need to put up now. It's just so much stuff. I'm like,
Nice.
now one of these 7 containers. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh man.
I got my Transformers steelbook the other day. That was cool.
Oh, did you? Nice. Yeah, post it, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a little bit because there's everything going on with Aquaman, everything going on with Jason Momoa, and yeah, just what the fuck, man? Like, really, it's just what the fuck is going on? But yeah, that's one thing we're gonna talk about is the whole Elon Musk telling WB to put.
You better put.
You put.
Ever heard better be in this movie, or I'm gonna be.
He like threatened him.
Yeah.
You know, he threatened him. He's like, oh, blah blah blah. You know, I was like, Jesus. So yeah, we're gonna get into that in a little bit. Hey, what's up, Cleves? What's going on? Elon, a German accent.
He likes mine 6:30. You get dirty. I'm sure that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Was it even Bannon's voice actor David McCormack admitted that the character had some hot attention. Oh yeah, yeah. People like I don't know, like somebody drew him like if he was like a real life person. It was like this like skater kind of dude, And I'm like, I never pictured him as
That's
that.
hilarious because you look at David McCormick. I mean, you can see how he looks.
Yeah,
You don't have
but
to.
he looks like he doesn't look like a skater dude. He's like a little nerdy guy in a polo with like glasses. It's like
he looks like a computer analyst. That's his name.
Yeah,
but he has a cool voice. His voice is pretty awesome.
Am I lagging a little bit?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Oh, let me see. Let me close some stuff real quick.
You can't have 95 things open right now. That's probably what it is.
Did a bunch of shit close. Close like Adobe, all my Adobe things.
See, I'm still opening my stores. So I actually just got home. I came down, took off my clothes, threw it to my wife. She grabbed me 2 apples. She gave it to me, and I just got on.
Nice.
Those 13-hour days are fun.
Oh man. All right, hold on. Closing everything up. Ooh, Green Lantern is trending.
Is it because of the new comic book? Yeah,
it's like no, it's the DC Elseworld, so it's gonna be Green Lantern Dark.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. But I need to go to the comic book store and pick up my comics. I am kind of behind,
dude. I just go, go and visiting the new places. I went and saw the Graham Cracker on Belmont today, and then I saw a new Chicago Comics. Was that on not Addison but Clark on North Side? So I've just been kind of I just go places that just kind of cop and see what they got. It's fun. Hey, we got Brandman here. Let's see what he's doing.
I am so late. I'm so sorry.
I'm so late. Oh man.
Hello.
So what's up, gentlemen? What I missed?
You're good in Florida? Still here?
Oh yeah. This is my last night. I'm coming home tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's cool. See,
yeah.
When I was there, look at you get a nice room and everything. Look, jealous.
It's okay. It's been cool, but I'm ready to come home. It's been great. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm just ready to get back to the old stomping ground.
I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
You got here. Papa Popcorn says it was yesterday. DJ was on do this thing called Creators Corner where I have different content creators on. I would love for y'all to come on when you have some time. Hey, as soon as I'm done opening these stores, I'm all for it. I love jumping on other people's channels. That's one of my favorite pastimes.
Yeah, all right.
So you're still opening the ones in like including the ones in Wrigley?
Yep. So the Wrigley one will be open on Monday. So I have Friends and Family Day. Last day of training's Friday. Friends and Family Day Saturday. You guys are welcome to come Friends and Family Day. Just so you know, it's from 11 to 3. Mm-hmm. Definitely come out. And then Monday I open.
Okay.
What day is the Friends and Family?
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Is anything going on over there over this weekend?
So Saturday, and then me and Tank going to the Bears game on Sunday.
Cool. Well, you guys are going to be not too far from me, so
that's true. We could probably stop by and say something, or you could come to the tailgate and get drunk.
You know what? I'm in. I'm not doing anything Saturday or Sunday other than
Sunday morning. We'll be there probably by 8:30.
I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go to the gym and that's it.
Kind of sounds perfect.
Do you need to do anything? You could just like walk in.
Yeah, you just come in.
Yeah, because I mean it's just there.
There's people standing around. It's just a parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The last time that was a lot of fun, man. I never did a tailgate before. That shit.
I love tailgating.
Yeah.
And then I love tailgating.
Florida? That's awesome. I didn't realize that. She's in Florida.
Oh no way.
Nice.
I'm over here in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh yeah, you're in Florida right now.
Yeah.
I'm like Florida like a month ago. Brian like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a store right down the street, Brandon.
I'm like right I'm right on the beach over here. One of the hotels over here. So when I wake up in the morning, since I don't have to work, I'm gonna walk across the street and beach off for a couple hours.
Nice.
Having a beach off. And another Ken.
Yeah. Now you need your Ken Enough shirt.
That's an hour from me. Oh, so you are what Lake Park? Popping the popcorn, something like that?
You know way more of Florida than I do. Orlando and
It depends on the direction. So Orlando is like maybe 2.5 to 3 hours from Fort Lauderdale. So
there's a lot of iguanas out here, which is really interesting to see.
They're like squirrels.
That's exactly the comparison I was going to make. They're like squirrels,
just everywhere.
He's in West Palm, so Lake Park. I own part of that cove is out there, and then I have one in Cooper City that's closer to him right now, Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, you got two out in Florida?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I went to the University of Florida. That's cool.
A lot of Florida people up in here.
Orlando is 4 from Miami. From Miami, yeah. But it's mostly because of the traffic. So I left from Lake Park, which is in West Palm, and I drove up to Orlando. I think it took me 2.5 hours, and then Fort Lauderdale probably be another 40 minutes. So like I probably get there in 3 hours 10 minutes from Orlando.
Yeah, a lot of road construction around
here.
You
up in Lake Park? That is so cool. So that cove is right there. So there's a tree there, and we have so many iguanas on the property because of that tree.
Oh, really?
Just drops all over the place. It's crazy, man.
Like I said, man, it kind of caught me off guard because I haven't been here in a while. They legitimately are like squirrels out here.
You know, it's funny when you go by like the watering holes, like you see the swampy areas. You really have to watch out.
And you know, I'm kind of expecting to see more tomorrow because I just plan on hanging out throughout the day tomorrow. Before I go to the airport tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably
There's
gonna.
a lot of fun, nice places out there. So much.
Oh yeah. Actually, one of my best friends from college, who I knew from Purdue, that I hung out with after college. He moved out here. He owns a law firm out here. Me and him went and had dinner last night, and we went to a place called Posh. It's a sushi place.
I know exactly Posh is. Yeah.
Have you eaten there?
Yeah. So I told you I was there for 14 days. We ate everywhere. Everything on the beach. There's so many nice restaurants on the beach too. Oh my God. You sit out there, you can see all the waves and everything. Oh, it's so cool.
Man, yeah. I'm if you guys can see the view over the dang it, hang on. If you guys can see the view out of my window, I'm like by one of the docks. It's kind of a crappy view, but
that's still pretty cool. Get up in the morning to see all the boats.
That's nice, yeah.
So your aunt lives right by the Covers in Lake Park. So my partner Rob is the owner there. So I'm there all the time. I probably won't be back there till January. But yeah. Awesome. That's so cool, Papa the Popcorn. That's just so awesome. Yeah. So we took it over 2 years ago. Because when the previous owner wasn't doing things right. So we took over that one, and that's how we got it. So Melbourne used to have a nice seafood place off the Long Pier. Yes, it still does, doesn't it? I thought it did.
You guys are doing all this. I have no idea.
Because so I've been around. So my dad and my uncle actually own a townhouse still out there. So we go out there a lot because of the restaurant, and then just stay there.
I know my in-laws own land down there, and I keep trying to convince them to build on it. It's down it's by the Keys on the Gulf side, but it's like down by the like Southern Keys or the southern part of it, like Englewood Beach, I think.
Let me know when you come down. We'll meet up. I will definitely do that next time. I'm thinking I'll be there in January, and then we go to Orlando for Cobra's Fest. We have a reunion. That'll be February 5th through 7th, so I'll be there, and then I'll stay down there, bring my kids out there, so we can watch and go to Disney.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's right.
Said the docs are lovely, but this is nicer view. Brandman Brandon right over there. I see him. What's up, Mama Bear?
That's what he said. Yeah, you see that view over there?
Yeah, he's like, clam chowder. Actually, I love clam chowder, especially around Lent. So that's my big thing. I actually, the store manager in the GNC and the Treasure Coast Mall, I was over there. That is awesome.
Like right there.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
What do you mean there's a GNC nearby? No, I'm kidding.
Anzo, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
It's big for entertainment.
I know they were doing their watch party for the Loki show.
I was so mad that last time they did the Loki, I was too busy because of the stupid restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to coordinate something with the watch party train. We gotta jump on that.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, that's not too bad because usually I put my son down around 8:15, and the show starts at 8 our time. It starts at 8, so it kind of works out because as soon as he's in bed, it's like boom, Disney Plus, and it finishes right before this show starts.
We got to do a crossover thing with Bigger for Entertainment. So when the OOC and us do a crossover, that'll be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I definitely want to get one of those. We can just argue Star Wars the entire time.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Anzo saw that clip or not. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I go to Disney all the time, almost as much as Tank. Tank's been there 15 times this year.
it keeps going up higher.
I would go if I was at Disney. I would go all the time. Honestly, I would.
Oh yeah,
man. If that's why, if like her parents owned the place down there, like had a place like a house, we would probably buy like maybe not the high end season passes, but definitely the low end season passes and go there like legit go there a few times a year because then it's just a plane flight, which is not too crazy. You know, leave a car down there, and then just go.
So it would be fun to see you guys do a watch party. You would probably laugh the way I watch stuff because I'm like watching it and I write things down and I'm like, man, what's that going to happen? And then I like highlight this stuff like I'm studying. I just like it. That's why I can't wait to talk about Loki today because it's something to talk about. It's definitely some things that I want to discuss.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's why it took so long. I was kind of late to the party watching it.
I actually watched it in the car. I didn't get to leave the restaurant till like 8:15, so I watched it in the car, and I was like, I'll watch this again. But then I was like so enthralled, I just got it all done.
Here, hopefully Anzo's still in here. So I want to redo this. What the hell? I want to redo this, but I want to have
I'm down.
Like our logo, your guys' logo, and then Mike his logo. Here, let me see if let me know if you guys can hear it.
No, but no, we can't hear it. You can't hear it.
No.
Yeah.
I want to go hit share and.
Yeah, I gotta answer my phone, guys. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Go for it.
Yeah, take your time.
Why can't do the audio? Also share system audio. Oh, they changed. Why are they changing shit like that, man? It used to be a box and now it's not a box. I'm like looking for the box and I don't see it. So yeah, so we would be like, well, you gotta figure out there.
You shut the fuck up! Why don't you come down and make me tough guy? Yeah, why don't you come up? Come down here, tough guy! I am gonna come up there and I'm gonna kick your fucking ass! Yeah, why don't you try it? Get your ass up here and kick my ass! Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch! Why don't you sleep back there again? This is a classy neighborhood. People are trying to sleep! Shut the fuck up! Hey, I'm really sorry. Yeah, me too. She's worse than us. Yeah, she's our enemy now. You shut the fuck up! Why don't you come down and...
Yeah, because we're like the more OG kind of fans, and Big Ford and Anzo or Big Ford, Anzo, Danny, and Chris. They're more of the prequel guys. But then we all hate the sequel guys. So
I'm with it. I like it. By the way, may I add that scene in Ted 2 was one of my favorite parts of that movie.
Oh yeah.
Just the aggression and how they're all shouting at each other is just great to me.
I feel like it's like a New York thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston, right?
Oh, Boston. Yeah, Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Get all crazy.
That's a good one. Yeah. I'm down with using
Yeah,
that.
I want to redo it and keep like that, but then just put our logos above it. I know Mike is like a prequel guy. He always comes in and says something, and then we're like, "Shut up! You fucking like talk about the prequels or the sequels. I mean sequels." Popping the popcorn says, "I'm an AP holder. Nice. I know they're up in the prices. They just announced it like yesterday that the prices are going up. Not crazy, but a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do this. Yeah, but yeah, I would definitely be annual pass holder. Oh, here's a good question. Brandon Davis asked, "Where does Ahsoka fit into the timeline?" So
that's a great question, actually.
So after Empire Return of the Jedi, it's after Return of the Jedi. So the Empire's gone. Obviously, Vader's already beaten. Luke is out doing Luke shit, but it kind of runs alongside with Mandalorian.
Yeah, so
right
after Mando, this Mando 3, exactly. After Mando 3, it's the same time Ahsoka's going on.
Yeah, because in the Ahsoka show, they're talking about events that are happening in Mandalorian season 3. So like they're kind of like right there. You know,
they're talking about like the Mandalorians going back to the planet and everything.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like there's a theory I think Cleves brought up or somebody else. I think it was Cleves. Where the space whales were, Ahsoka was riding the space whales that Grogu in season 3 saw space whales as they were in hyperspace, and they were like, was that Ahsoka?
But couldn't be the same time, because the time that Grogu saw it was before they made it to the planet on Mandalore, right?
I think that was like when all the crazy shit happened. So it could have been happening at the same time. You know what I mean? So
they knew about what was going on Mandalore, but they didn't. The battle on Mandalore didn't happen yet, so it couldn't have been the same whales.
It could have been, yeah.
No, because they knew all the battle of Mandalore. They talked about it. They knew about,
but they didn't talk about it like it was like years ago.
Happened.
No, like it just happened.
Yeah. So, but when Grogu was pointing to those whales, Ahsoka, they told Ahsoka about that. Like, so it had to have already happened.
Yeah.
So they already knew about it. So it was already for her in the past, and then she got to the whales. It could have been the same whales.
Trouble. Yeah.
Could have been the same whales, but just wouldn't have been the same time. It would have been when he pointed, she wouldn't have been there.
Yeah. But Ahsoka, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not the same whales. Yep. He said let's just after Jedi, but before Rey and Finn. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's before the sequels.
Yeah.
And it's after the original trilogy. So
the sequels,
it's like right there. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they're not the same whales. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want 11 ABY.
Exactly. That's what Putin's cat had exactly right date.
Yeah. So if you want to be more Star Wars timeline, about 6 years after Jedi. Yeah. Yep. So yeah. But but more or less, like, yeah, Mandalorian and Ahsoka are going at the same time, which makes sense, because if it's going to be a Mandalorian universe movie, things need to be happening kind of at the same time. So hopefully, yeah, Ezra's been on the planet for 10 years,
which is crazy.
I think
even thinking about that is crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, because he was. When he did that thing, when he like went in and took Thrawn away, the war was still going on. But it was at the end of the war, because then they cut, towards the end of Rebels, when they do like the montage of things, because Jason, is already born and already a kid So some years had passed there, plus the 5 years when Ahsoka and Sabine were doing their thing.
Yeah.
So 10 years, damn.
I was wondering, like, what did he eat?
That's a great question.
I mean, you gotta eat with maybe that's why he likes hanging out with those little rock
Did he eat
things.
the little turtle things?
The
Because
little
he was like,
turtle
man,
thing.
we had some turtle soup. So, hey, where did Frank go? He's like, I have no idea.
He ate snails. He ate the little Mario turtle things. Jason will be about 10.
This is about 10. Yep.
Because he would have been born like right after. Well, because spoiler, but Kanan died, which means she already had to be pregnant at that point. So, I mean, I know like the Force works in crazy ways, but I don't know if that
like, how does that timeline work? The Force.
Yeah, exactly. You can explain that away with one character, Anakin. That's it. You can't be like who's his daddy? The Force.
The Force, exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. You guys want to get into some of this?
It's 10 o'clock. Let's do something.
Some news. Yep. I know. All you guys are gonna be tired.
I only been up since 4:30. We good.
Yeah. Around the same time for me.
Actually, I was up at that point, but
really, you didn't go to sleep late.
I went to sleep maybe like at a little. It was like 1 because I was editing and just doing stupid shit, and then Lucas woke up and then we just brought him in bed.
Nah,
we're just like, all right. So let's talk about like something first because there's the whole Momoa thing, but that's kind of like multiple topics all in one.
Let's talk about Daredevil. That's why
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Here, let me hit the transition so I can cut it up. All right, so we got some news from the new Daredevil show, and I don't know if it's good or bad, but basically everyone's fired. They're like, that's it. Everyone's fired. The writers are all fired. The directors are all fired. They're scrapping whatever they already shot. And I guess from what I heard was that Daredevil doesn't even appear in his suit until like episode 4.
Yep, that's exactly what I heard.
Yeah. Here too. So
and then they said it was more of a courtroom drama,
like a courtroom drama, police procedure type thing.
It's like, and who the hell was that for Daredevil?
Yeah, exactly. For She-Hulk, you could have done that with She-Hulk and done a courtroom drama with like funny stuff in it, like Ally McBeal, like what you promised us. Instead you gave us what you gave us.
We all saw Ally McBeal a little bit differently. They said that.
They came up with the dancing baby. That's where it came from. But yeah, so I don't know. I thought I'm over here thinking it's a good thing, and then I go on the internet and everyone's losing their mind about how like Marvel sucks and blah 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 and this and that. But I'm like,
it's just because we're impatient. I think we're impatient. That's what it really boils down to.
Yeah, a lot of the fan base, unfortunately, we've been so spoiled that nobody can take a breather. Everyone's so quick to jump to assumption. It is very. The news blindsided me. I think the strike obviously derailed a lot of things, but
can't you see it, though? Can't you see like Feige actually like he was watching the episode? He's like, all right, maybe the next episode's good. Maybe the next episode.
Yeah.
He gets to 3. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. The idea of Matt Murdock not shooting up as Daredevil until episode 4, like, that's a big red flag.
He's like, dude, did you not see any of the Netflix show? We actually have money. Netflix had like $15 in like a paperclip to make the whole movie work. And they're like, we have millions upon hundreds of millions of dollars to make this work, and it's worse. So let's scrap this. Let's bring someone else in and let's use some of this money.
Especially if this show is going to be like a reboot of sorts, you really have to have Daredevil in order to sell itself as like a more or less soft reboot. You have to have him like kind of like explode onto the scene.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fourth episode he doesn't show up until Daredevil. Yeah, I don't. I'm not on board with that. So maybe the rewrites are a good thing. Hopefully
Maybe.
yeah.
Well, so I'm looking at comic book movie news or whatever it's called, and they're saying so Matt Murdock wasn't going to suit up as Daredevil until the fourth episode, and that he had decided to give up being a vigilante after his best friend Foggy Nelson was shot and killed.
Yeah,
so they were going to kill Foggy.
They were going to kill off Foggy.
Yeah.
First episode was going to kill Foggy, and then he was going to do a Spider-Man, throw away his suit, and and say, "I'm not going to be Daredevil anymore."
Yeah.
It's like, you don't kill Foggy first episode. That's pretty messed up, man.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It said Foggy's death, the side plot of corrupt police misusing the Punisher logo, which might be a little too much. A little too on the nose for today's world. But it said, and overreaching plot of Mayor Fisk running New York. Yeah. So, yeah, that's.
I'm sorry. I like the idea with Fisk. I even don't mind the thing happening with the Punisher. I'm a little behind on my comics, but so I don't want to say for sure if something like that happened in the comics. But
he became mayor.
No, I'm talking about the Punisher.
Yeah. Oh, Punisher, yeah. Oh yeah, that definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They to the point where he changed his logo.
Yeah.
But and he had called out like police using his logo and being upset that they're using his logo. But I don't know. I like the Mayor Fisk thing. I like it, but is it too early? Like you're just starting a show off, and I don't know. I feel like maybe that should be like a season 2. If you want to already establish that it's kind of coming in from the Netflix stuff, which is awesome. I'm cool with that. You already introduced the character, so you don't need to rehash it and redo it. But the last time we saw him in the show was he was in jail. And then he was in Hawkeye, and he had like superpowers where he got like hit by a car and was fine.
Yeah,
and then next thing he's mayor.
Yeah, he was like a peak. He was like the peak human, like crazy strong, like he is in the comics. I loved it.
No,
I didn't
do
mind
that. I think it's exactly what Professor Film said. So I think it should have been a continuation from the Netflix series. And what you could have done is said, okay, he was in jail, and then you could tell he's mayor, and then we go backwards towards the other episodes to see how he actually happened, how he actually got there,
like flashbacks.
Yeah, flashback almost, and do it like, he talked to for the little guy, and everyone got behind him, even though he was a definite criminal, and he became mayor of the city.
Yeah, everything about this show seems like softish, almost kind of hard reboot, somewhere in between.
Yeah,
same idea, but what it is, it's same character, but he is doing something totally different, and the world is totally different.
Yeah.
I
hate to use this comparison because it's such a bad movie, but it almost feels like Ghost Rider's Spirit of Vengeance.
Which is exactly what it said.
Please change it.
Which is a comparison I hate using. But that was essentially like a soft reboot or a requel. Yeah, where the same actor, just different everything else.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with that if like I don't know. See, because of the Netflix, the way that ended was like you were gonna get some crazy shit with the hand, and Electro was it was gonna be some crazy stuff. And I get why you might not want to continue that. So I'm okay with them not wanting to continue the Netflix thing, because then that can stay in its own little corner, and we can have our memory berries just for how awesome that was, But then this, from what I understand, they were going to keep it the same, but just like, and now we're just telling a different story of the same character, and we're like just in farther aligned down a timeline, you know. So I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. But
yeah, I kind of wonder. You do kind of ask yourself at times what that means for some of the other Netflix like kind of street level characters that we were introduced to. Obviously, the Punisher is going to be in this. I'm wondering if Luke Cage or Jessica Jones are going to show up in this, or in the MCU as a whole, or even in some capacity in this show, or maybe even like make appearances in other like NYC based street level shows, that sort of thing.
I don't think Luke Cage will, but I can see Jessica Jones.
I can see Jessica Jones. Luke Cage, I'm kind of in the air about. Don't get me wrong, because I'd love to see it happen.
Yeah, I just don't think he's too busy right now doing his own thing.
Yeah,
he's become an actual actor, and he's got other shows, and he's in season 4 of Evil and stuff like that. Like he has, and you're not gonna just I guess you could recast him.
That would be the only way. But
would you want to see anyone other than Mike Coulter in that role?
Oh, Mike Coulter is so cool, but you know what? If you find another bald black guy,
but is Mike Coulter is Mike Coulter that replaceable though?
I mean, there's hundreds of actors. I always say like there's so many black actors out there that could do that role, and especially if they have some experience, why not? I'm cool with it.
But would you want to see that?
I'd be all right. I mean, I like
no.
Really
but would you want to see it?
I mean, it's not something I prefer or not prefer. It's just I want to give someone an opportunity because Luke Cage is a really cool character, and I would love to see it personally. Yeah.
I mean, he fit the character so well because he just looked like him. I mean, he was just a big dude. Just grew out the goatee. He was already bald. It was just like it wasn't much to do to make him become Luke Cage. It was like, no, just connect your beard. Oh, you're good. It's like that's it. It's like, but I think they can find somebody else. If they need to.
Yeah, or Mike Coulter might want to come back if you give him enough zeros.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That good MCU money. But yeah, I'm interested to see, kind of, this overhaul may be for the best.
Yeah.
Just on account of some of the things that we were hearing about it, I especially with something as risky as a soft reboot or what's the matter?
I didn't like him as Luke Cage. Please recast.
Wait. I'm gonna finish my thought and then we'll get to that. Like with Daredevil Born Again, you're kind of already in a critical you're in a critical spot anyway, because you're basically rebooting a show that for the most part everyone loved already as it was. So you're entering him into a separate universe, like into a greater universe, basically soft rebooting the character. So you really do have to walk on eggshells in terms of what you're doing. So if this is meant for the best, to make the best show that they can make, go for it. Anyway,
but it's also supposed to be a long show. It's supposed to be 18 episodes.
18 episodes.
So if they were like shooting already, like on episode 5 or 6, I don't know how far along they were in the shooting. It's not the end of the world, I mean, I'd rather have them make sure the story's right. But I wonder if all this makes me more concerned of was Kevin Feige that detached from everything because it was just so much going on. Where
he's
now,
just too busy.
Now Iger's like, less shit, make it important, make it quality, and let's make it good. And then he's like looking at it, he goes, "What is this trash?" It's like, so it's like, are we getting Kevin Feige that we know?
I think Kevin Feige was watching it. He fell asleep and he woke back up and said, "Oh my god!"
Well, yeah, it felt like
this crap.
it felt like a lot of Phase 4. He just kind of took a step back and was letting a lot of the directors kind of flex their own creative wings. Like Multiverse of Madness was very much a Raimi film. YTD went completely off the rails with Love and Thunder. It just kind of seemed like he was just kind of stepping back. I think this might be him kind of being the ringmaster or the the ringleader.
Mm-hmm.
If this is really going in that direction,
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah. If it means the best show they can deliver, whatever needs to happen in that regard.
I'm right there with. All right, you want to bring up Bonzo's thing because I got some ideas here.
Said I didn't like him as Luke Cage. Please recast. And then Tony said, "I'll pass on Sweet Christmas."
He would. Mike Coulter was great. Well, what didn't you like about him? That's what I'm curious.
I liked him.
I don't know if you guys remember the comic book Black Panther and the Crew. And the Crew, he looks just like Luke Cage in there. Like literally looks just like Michael Coulter in that one.
Yeah. So I'm looking up some like who could play him, and they got like Idris Elba. Idris Elba ain't gonna play him. One, he's already another character in the MCU,
and that's stupid.
He's a person who you see a lot is Terry Crews, but I'm like
that's also terrible.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong, I love them both, but it just doesn't fit that. I mean, Terry Crews is like super jacked and ripped, so yeah, I get why you want to put it, but it doesn't make sense as
his character doesn't
style.
make sense. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. So this guy popped up, Isaiah Mustafa.
Isaiah Mustafa, yeah, he played he was the Old Spice guy, and he also played the older version of Mike Hanlon in It Chapter 2.
Yeah,
he doesn't. He's not.
He's
the
not
same
tall.
Look,
he's not tall, but he's pretty ripped.
He's a football player. He plays football.
No shit, I didn't know that. Well, there you go.
He plays football, but I don't think he's big enough. Honestly, I don't think he's big enough. And he's a little bit lighter. Really, Luke Cage is supposed to be a dark skinned brother, like from Brooklyn. Like he's got this. Like he's different. It's a little bit different. I don't know if I like that.
Okay, and then so another guy came up a lot was Derek Luke, from Empire.
Derek Luke,
he's too little.
He is, but you can make people look taller than they are. But I mean, he's
not Luke Cage, but Derek Luke is not from Empire. That's Antoine Fisher.
Oh, it's Antoine Fisher. Yeah, never mind.
Fisher, man. Yeah. That movie that's awesome.
Yeah.
He's at least the right color, but he's not big enough. It was like from Empire. That's what we're saying he's from. No,
because no, I'm looking at headlines and I should have known better. No, God, no. And Fox News, of course, Fox News said like Empire actor.
Of course, Fox News, they have no idea.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, at least he's chocolate now. See, we need a dude that's chocolate.
I mean, I'm looking at these things. It's like, like I hear like on this list is like an old list. Dwayne Johnson, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it.
And the Rock.
That's stupid.
We say chocolate, we go caramel.
Yeah, well then, right. Quentin Jackson.
What, you don't want the hierarchy of power in the Marvel universe to change?
I guess not. Yeah,
no. And then they got Quentin Jackson.
Common's the same problem. Common's so light, he has freckles.
Yeah.
They got Crease Williams, Terry Crews, Chad Coleman. Yeah, Tyrese Gibbs, Henry Simmons.
Tyrese Gibson? Is that what you're saying?
It's on the list here that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Tyrese.
What are the Tyrese Gibbs are there?
That's not Gibbs.
Gibson.
No, it says Gibson. Yeah, it was like the Fast and Furious guy. I was like, nah. Like I don't see that.
They're all too old. Yeah, I think they're
all too old.
Here's another. Is it Aldous Hodge? Aldous Hodge is too awesome. He better not be no Luke Cage. That'll piss me off.
So one I wouldn't mind is Henry Simmons because on that list. He's from Agents of Shield.
Yeah, that's what Anzo was talking about, right?
Yeah, was he? Yeah, Mac from Agent of Shield. Yeah, Henry Simmons. He's not too bad, but how old is he?
He's still not
53.
He's
6'4".
I need a chocolate dude. He's also 53.
He's also 53. Yeah. How old is I mean, I can see him doing it.
I just don't see he's
already got the bald head, pre-bald.
Yeah, but just black guys with bald heads don't mean you can fit Luke Cage. Luke Cage is like you gotta be like chocolate. You gotta be like Michael Jordan chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you gotta be in the sun a little bit more, man.
And Michael Coulter was 47.
Yeah. But when he started, he was 42. That's what I'm saying. About a 40-year-old black dude, bald head, you know, but you gotta be big enough. You gotta be that dude. You know.
Hey. Cat.
Say.
Man, that's a hard one.
Don't color shame. It's not color shaming. I'm just saying if we're supposed to be a chocolate dude, let's have a chocolate dude. There's a lot of actors out there. Let them be.
Find them. Like where? Like I'm going through these lists, and I
mean, I don't know.
Like
I don't have a list of actors. This is just people that we know.
Yeah.
John David Washington would be awful.
No.
Yeah, I can't see him as Luke Cage.
No.
But he's dark enough, but he's too short. And he's not big enough. Even though he's a football player too, another football player.
Yeah, I didn't know they went.
They film in the summer. You know, he might be. You know, we do tan a lot. I will say, when I played football, I was as dark as my t-shirt. Like it definitely happened when you're in the sun a lot. David said, "I'm a Brian. He gotta be chocolate, man. I'm telling you, chocolate brothers need a chance. Let's give us a chance." Even though Aldous Hodge is probably the best of all those actors, and he's a good age and everything, but I don't want him to shave his hair off. Man. I feel like Aldous Hodge could be a superhero. Get a couple of years on him, you know. Come see him as Blue Marvel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I wonder if he's gonna stay over there at the DC kind of thing, you know, because you can kind of get away with it.
This is my point right here. The days of casting light-skinned Halle Berry as Chocolate Storm is over. It's over. Give me a real chocolate person doing that thing. Don't tell me you from Kenya and got freckles. That doesn't work. Yeah, I don't care if he's a little light. Okay, I got you. It says Google dark black actors.
I'm afraid what might pop up. So
this might be a good one. Makad Brooks. I might like that actually.
Oh yeah. He played Jax in the new Mortal Kombat or the newest Mortal Kombat. Jimmy Olsen from Supergirl.
I don't hate that.
Not bad. 42, young. He's pretty jacked, obviously. You know.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Oh, he was a fashion model. Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to be in the new one? The next Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I think he's one of the confirmed cast.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Mr. Plot Armor himself, Cole Young, is going to be back too. Apparently,
I was like, yeah, plot armor, and he had literal fucking armor. It's so stupid.
I freaking hated that idiot character.
Kill him like they killed Johnny in Mortal Kombat 2.
At the beginning, right away.
Right at the beginning, right away. It gives everyone reason to revenge and avenge and this and that.
No, you don't even have to give anyone reason to avenge him because he's that insignificant of a character. Just say he fell down some stairs or something and then move on.
Storm is not Egyptian. She's Kenyan.
No, Kenyan.
Storm is definitely Kenyan. Kenyan. She was a princess from Kenya. Trust me.
Mhm.
Aurora
know what?
is Kenyan.
No one told Bryan Singer. He just told Halle Berry, talk like you usually talk.
Jay-Z.
Yeah. JT. Get out of here.
Say, he also loves his lesser pigmented queens just like Luke. Oh, not a good actor.
Who's that? Who's that?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
She's, no judgment, just saying.
I like the Macabre Burks. I can see that.
I think that right now, I think that's the best one I've heard right now.
Yeah.
Super deep voice too.
Exactly. He commands a presence too.
Mhm.
You know.
I mean, yeah, he played like a goofy kind of character, but it's Mortal Kombat. It's going to be a goofy kind of character. Wait, hold on, freaking cat going crazy.
Oh, we don't hear anything.
I hear it. Hold on.
Okay.
Ugh.
I don't think I could think of anything else though.
Yeah.
He is decent online.
What's that?
He said, Anzo said, Makad, no Makad, he's not good.
Hmm.
And then he's decent on Law and Order, is what L said. I mean, the fact is Michael Coulter was a very good find. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
That's just what it was. Like, he's very believable, makes perfect sense, but finding other, I mean, I want to, you know what I wouldn't mind?
What's
You
that?
guys, you remember Thomas Jones?
No.
He was a running back for the Bears. He's now an actor.
Name's not ringing any bells.
Thomas Jones is Thomas Jones is a dude.
Or you're
Oh,
reviewing
he's Art Comanche though. He's Art Comanche. Never mind. He's Art Comanche. He played the Comanche in it.
Off topic. What are we reviewing next before I just fall asleep in my chair here?
So Poodle's Cat said the daughter of a rebellious Kenyan princess, Daenerys, and American photographer. David Monroe Aurora was born in Harlem, New York. She was born in Harlem, though her family relocated to Cairo, Egypt, when she was 6. But her mother is a Kenyan princess, from Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
So that's right. So we could all be in the realm of being right. I understand. I still like Thomas Jones too. I think that's a good one. But okay, let's go on to one of the topics that we've already talked about. We can't hear anything you're saying, Tank, just so you know.
I muted it and forgot about it. Yeah, I know. He's big, man. He's even bigger now than he was
Thomas Jones
football. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I know. And he's darker, and he has the build of it. Yeah.
He's 5'10". Yeah, I would have to see what else he was in. It looked like he was in Straight Outta Compton, but
yeah, he's been in a few things.
Yeah, he's got a decent, little log of things he's been in, but nothing big. Besides that, A Violent Man. I don't know. Let's check that one out, man. But if you get someone like that, he's set for life.
I could see someone like that though. I could really see it.
Yeah. But okay. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to recast, because if I am wrong, I believe Mike Coulter said he
will support anybody.
Yeah,
if they want to do
it. Yeah. So. Yeah. Any chance to mention the Bears? You know it.
Hey, I mean, but Thomas Jones is a dude, man, and he's been showing, he's been working on his acting chops. I think, and he's bigger. You can believe him. So Yes, I could see it. Honestly, I really could.
Check out what he did. But yeah. Went from going from Daredevil to bringing in what's the thing? Luke Cage.
What are we doing next?
All right. Let's get into the main
David
main
Monroe.
one
Yeah,
and then
David Monroe is black too.
Yeah.
If you're wondering.
Who's that?
He was like Storm's father, David Monroe. He's an American journalist.
Mhm.
Yeah. But he was they're both black.
Guess I'm popping up on my screen. Hey, click the button and then shit happens. I have way too many things on my computer.
Oh, I got you. It's okay.
Yeah, all right. The stupid voice mod thing. That's what it was. It was like, oh, let's reinstall.
That's why I have
it.
to always get rid of my stuff.
Mhm.
I'm like, I paid for you. Why are you such a shitty app? All right. Let's get into Loki.
Okay.
And then I know if you need to go to bed after that, because I know you're an hour ahead.
Yeah, I might need to go to bed after this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Please.
And no, I have not seen Fall of the House of Usher yet, but I will watch it. Because she asked that. Y'all watched that yet?
Wait, was that like Usher, the musician Usher? Because isn't he?
No.
Or is it something else?
It's a TV
Something
show,
else,
Fall of the House of Usher, yeah.
Okay.
I believe that's American Horse or something like that. Because I mean,
No,
that's
it's something separate.
That's an
But it's
Edgar
from-
Allan Poe type of thing, right?
Yeah, and Mike
sure
Flanagan, who does a lot of like Haunting of Hill House and stuff like that,
Yeah,
does
Flanagan.
it. So
Yeah.
All right, let's talk Loki so Anzo can tell us how much trash he thinks it is.
Yeah. That's the Flanagan's new show, so you know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Let's talk about this one. All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is King Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about Loki episode 2. Just came out a couple hours ago. Right off the bat, what did you guys think, Brandon? What you got?
you know, I liked this episode a little bit more than I did the first. It's just like I said, the last week's episode really set the stage for something really, really trippy and mind bending, and probably going to show us a little bit more of the multiverse, that sort of thing. And it's kind of building a little more towards that. Also, I really think that it's cemented. If it didn't already cement Loki as an anti-heroic character, this episode definitely did. Especially with the interrogation room scene with him and help me with the character's name. Yeah. Mhm. So
whatever his name is, X5.
X5, yeah. And
But
Owen Wilson
wasn't that all? That was Morbius's plan, right? The whole plan. It was just acting. It was all Morbius's plan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And speaking of Agent Mobius, like Owen Wilson's one of my favorite parts of this show. I just love that character. You know, he's like tasked with overseeing the multiverse, but in the end, he's just like he's basically a blue collar working stiff. I love it. I love the notion of him teaming up with this literal god and just having these adventures.
Yeah.
And I like that we're seeing more of the TVA. You know,
The good and the bad of it.
yeah, the good and the bad. It's very multifaceted in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like this episode. It keeps me wanting to see more and what happens next.
Yeah. Okay. Brian, initial thoughts.
It's giving me a lot more questions.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving me a whole lot of questions. It's not answering all the questions, but right now I I feel like I'm enjoying the journey of it right now. That's what it is. Like I'm enjoying this stuff. But if someone says it's not enough action for them, there's not a lot of stuff going on. They're kind of just jumping around and not doing anything, and it's not really advancing the plot. I can understand where they're coming from. I really can. I see why people will see it, but might say that. I just enjoy it because I enjoyed Loki. I love the character. I love what the premise of all this stuff. I already do like it. So it really didn't matter what they did because I knew I was going to like it. I love the actors. I love the thought of what they're doing. You know, I'm bought into those characters. This is season 2, so I'm already bought in. You know, but if someone said this is not really hitting for me, I could understand them saying that. Because like, who the hell cares if you like key lime pie or not, right? Like who really cares, you know?
But I think you're missing the point of what that scene meant.
No, I understand it.
Because you're like, oh, there's a pie. It was like,
or her going to McDonald's, and why did she choose McDonald's for this type of work, for her being able to do something that's on her own, that's just herself. But I understand why someone might not like it, but I'm involved with the characters. I care about their development. And I feel like a lot of this is a lot of character development before we push the story along. But if you're not involved in that, if you don't care, I can see why someone wouldn't like it.
Yeah. No, I don't get it. You know, well, like we got 5 minutes of eating pie. You missed the point of that scene then, man. You know, like, because that scene isn't just eating pie. It's this whole episode is like simplicity and how it's connected with the complexity of this entire scenario. It's like, you know what? Everything, the entire universe and every universe tied to it is coming down. I just want to focus on my shit and be left alone. You know, that's what it was. But it's like, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that because of who you are. You know what I mean? And each time, and then it's
even that he doesn't know who he is.
Yeah,
and that's starting to come out about Mobius. Like he's like, who the hell? And do I even want to know? And it was like, and not being something bad. He's like, no, I might be more afraid of it being something good. Which I totally understand that.
Which that was even more. So like, I'm cool with it, with me having a shitty life. Then you're like, oh, cool, I'm in a good spot then. But then if it's like, if I was God, if I was Odin, and like I was a variant of Odin, it's like, fuck, man, like I got screwed, you know. So I get that you don't want to know because you don't want to know you could have missed out on stuff.
This is who I am now. And
but that whole scene of them, like, because I know like Anzo was saying, you know, Biggerford saying he didn't like it. That scene was great because first they get there and they even know how they get there because they leave an argument with Brad and they're all like, because Brad just pretty much picked them apart. It's like, this is who you are and this is who you are and you guys suck, you know. And then they both realize kind of like, oh shit, yeah, you know, I'm the bad guy and I'm the nobody, you know. And they get to this spot, and I love that scene because then like Loki's kind of poking fun of Avengers 1. You know, he's like, yeah, I had this grand plan, you know, like, you know, what was his glorious purpose shit he always says, you know, and then at the end of the day, it was just like, I let my emotions get the best of me, and I was trying to do shit, you know, and I'm like, that's something so cool where we can go back and look at it, and you're like, okay, yeah, I can see how you might have let your, you know, so that scene of them just kind of literally opening up to each other, you know, is like, yeah, you know, I'm a god and I still let it bother me, and I was about to take over a world, you know, and you know, so I enjoyed that, you know, like the beginning could have, you know, like Ken said, it was a little bit long. Nah, man,
talking about Brandon right now too.
But that's the thing too, is like, to me, character development forwards the plot. If the plot has to forward a character, then you're not doing it right. You know, characters is what push the plot. The plot pushes the characters to where they need to go. If a character does something to get to a plot point, then you're not doing it right. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. You know, but it's like just storytelling. You know, and I don't know. I mean, them getting into these issues were awesome for me, you know, but it was a little bit long. I know Ken said that a lot of important things happened in this episode. However, it didn't need to be 51 minutes. I agree. A good chunk of the first like 10, 15 minutes could have probably got cut down. Like, you didn't need to go on this giant chase scene for Brad. that could have been definitely cut down to just like you're there, you get him and you go. You know what I mean? You don't need to set up that he's like an actor and shit. You could have done that super quick, you know. But the beginning was kind of that, but the ending was amazing. Like how that doesn't hit you.
Yeah, but you have to get there. If you're not bought into Loki season 1, say you didn't like Loki season 1,
Yeah.
how can you enjoy that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm awake.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I was like, did you put him down?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, if you didn't like Loki season 1, you're probably
You
not gonna
wouldn't,
like
you
Loki
don't,
season
because
2.
you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
care about
Yeah, you'd
character
be completely
development like
lost. No.
that. Like,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
I don't care about this, and it was long.
Yeah.
You know, for me, I was in the car, so it didn't bother me. But it was long. It was a lot of stuff. So
I mean,
you know,
to me, once they started interrogating Brad, then the episode started. But that was about 10 minutes in the beginning. You know, it was like you could have brought that down a little bit. You know, if this was like a 45 minute episode, I would have been cool with it too. Because you know, I get it. You know, it was kind of like the episode didn't start until you started interrogating Brad, and then all the shit kind of happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you got the whole thing was going on with Obi.
I was
You
gonna say,
know?
when you think about Obi,
But-
and then the other guy he's the only one who read the book. And he's like,
Mhm.
hey, he signed my book for me. Like, they're going to be a really cool partners, I think.
Well, what were you gonna say, Brian?
No, I was just gonna say definitely a lot of build up the first half of the episode, and like you said, it really got its wheels spinning when they were interrogating Brad. But maybe I'm just easy to please. I'm kind of invested in Loki and Mobius at this
Yeah.
point, to where I kind of rolled with it. So
Yeah.
see what happens next week.
But I think that's exactly what it is. We're invested. So it's nothing that's going to bother us. Like, I could tell you, I had no negatives because I was just enjoying it. You know, I was just enjoying the episode for what it is. It's like, so when you've already decided you like something, you liked it. You know, it didn't matter.
Yeah. But then again, they didn't have 5 minutes eating McDonald's. But then you missed that point of it too. It was like one, it's they're waiting for their shit to happen outside, which is I like. He goes, what are they talking about? He goes, oh, it's complicated. You know, it's complicated when you love yourself. It was like
It's
that was
like love is complicated, and then when you have a relationship with yourself, it's even more.
Yeah.
That was definitely a standout line to me.
Yeah, but I thought that was great because like here, like Morbius is kind of being back to his normal self, kind of like nonchalant, like kind of joking around and shit. And the whole time, Brad is like on edge. He's shaking. He's like, "Hey, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go." You know. And then that's when it finally hit. I was like, "Oh, you know."
Yeah,
I can see that because it was the contrast of the characters, like one very chill and one high strung, you know, for a good reason.
Yeah.
But I thought that actually it felt like he wasn't being himself. He's trying to be himself. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're trying to act like you're being yourself, you're not really being yourself. And that's kind of what I felt more than anything.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to show that I'm okay. And when you have to show that you're I'm okay, you're not really okay.
Yeah. I got that feeling. I got that feeling too, like almost like flaunting, like he got the W. He's like, I'm better than you. You know, you're higher ranked than me, but I'm better than you. You know, I figured it out. You know, and then the whole time, Brad's like, I don't give a shit. I don't want to be here. Let's go. You know, and
exactly.
It was something I kind of picked up too. I'm like, oh, he's afraid of Sylvie, but then that wasn't it because Sylvie didn't give a shit. So I'm like, oh, what else is going on?
What the guy says, that's one of my favorite lines. He's like,
no,
was great. Brad's like, I won't forget you slapped me, Mobius. I bought you a shake.
And then he grabs it and like drinks it. Yeah.
But once again, it's still something like I really enjoy it. But if you don't enjoy this type of stuff, then you won't enjoy it. I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, but Loki season 1 was kind of the same thing. You know, it was a lot of setup, but it paid off in the end. That's like the thing. You know,
it also had a lot of action stuff too, and it had a lot of things going on. This episode didn't have a whole lot of action.
I mean, Loki season 1, I'm trying to remember when the action started, and the action didn't start until.
I mean, it was only 6 episodes, and they were jumping through timelines and jumping to another timeline.
Episode 1 and 2,
and they're on.
But episode 1 and 2, they didn't do too much either because it was just Loki trying to figure out who he is.
No, it was basically
Loki. Brought him into TV, and they
Yeah, it
introduced the TVA. So
it was establishing the TVA in the world that Loki was in at that point.
Yeah, but then you had to Loki had to figure out who he was, because then that was like almost a whole episode in itself was
but
that
most of the
last
stuff,
season.
even when doing that, he still was with the TVA going, trimming timelines.
No, I'm not even talking about that.
Like
When he's just in the room by himself. Like, that's an entire episode by itself is with Loki watching other Lokis, and then
but
he
stuff
figures
is
out.
actually still happening, so you see the other Loki still seeing stuff. Like, but I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of this stuff is very character development type of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
mean, they
if you
got
don't
set up
care about the character,
gang. Yeah.
if you don't care about the character, then you won't care about this episode. If you don't care, Victor Timely, you might not care.
They didn't even touch the King stuff yet. They hinted at it.
They had kind
They
of
hinted at it, but this episode introduced a whole nother version of a bad guy. We're worried about Kang and what he's gonna do. It's like now we have to worry about the people who want to hold on to the old ways, and the shit they're willing to do it, and so now the TVA is split, and I thought that was super interesting,
Rep Slayer is being out there, Miss Minutes being gone, the fact that she was working with the one who remains. Like, there's a lot of really important nuggets in there. If you cared about season 1, that's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, if you didn't care about season 1, then you probably not gonna like it, and that's probably what the argument's gonna be. Oh, I didn't care about this episode. Well, you probably didn't care about Loki season 1, and if you did like Loki season 1, you probably love this episode.
Yeah, and that's where like he goes, "Where's Renslayer? She's too hot to be missing." I think she's gonna show up next episode.
I think so too.
Because they already set it up, but yeah.
And then at the end of the episode, we might see a Kang variant. See that? Is there any part of this episode that you guys don't like though?
I'm not a Sylvie fan. I don't like Sylvie very much.
That's what a lot of people say. They don't like her. I
don't mind her. She's just like, to me, just
she irritates me.
I understand her. I understand where she's coming from. I understand. When you have no joy and you've been running all the time and no one's loved you before and all that stuff. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand why she acts the way she is. Do I like her? Yeah. Take her or leave her.
I liked her in season 1 because her and Loki played off each other really well. I think she's going to be a different kind of character in this season, and have a different agenda, and I think hers is going to be like, leave me alone. I got what I wanted. Now leave me alone. But it's like, it's too late. You're past being left alone.
I don't think she really wants to be left alone either. I think she was sitting on her truck. She was thinking about it and she was missing seeing someone you fell in love with. Like, you say you had a bad breakup, whatever. It's something that you did, right? And seeing that person, you say, I got to go away, right? But you already saw that person again, and that brought that love, that all those feelings flooding back, and you can't just go back to your normal life. I think that's what we're going to see. She can't just go back to her normal life anymore.
Yeah. Well, they kind of already hinted at that because Loki was looking at, like, when they first went to the place to pick up Brad, and he's like, "This don't feel right. Like, this is not where she usually would be at." Little did he know, like, she actually went somewhere where she usually doesn't go, just a plain, boring place, where he was used to her being like the end of the world, everything's gonna, die, and, everything to be cut, or snipped or whatever it's called. But yeah, I think she's gonna be very different in this season. But yeah, I do like that. Real quick, before I get some of these comments, what did she open up at the end? I didn't have time to rewatch the episode because I came down here and started getting ready. She's on the truck, and then she turned something on, opened something up. Did you guys see what that was?
I didn't see what it was either, but I think it's going to be something. I'm telling you, it's going to be something to do with her being in love with Loki. I feel like that love for each other is going to bring them back together more than anything. Because I'm telling you, it's like you love someone.
Oklahoma was born in 2000. Hello, mentioned the 80s.
When you love someone, and you see them again, and you pass them by, and now they could be back in your life, you can't just let it go. I think that's going to be huge.
I mean, she's literally running away from herself.
Yeah.
So
How long can
Yeah.
you do that, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
The part of yourself that you love.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. I pulled it up. And get some of these comments. Xavier said, "I don't mind a slow burn here and there as long as the characters are well developed. They just can't do it all the time." Yeah, but like I said, it's only the second episode. You know. So even still, there's a nice little fight scene at the end. But where's the other part? There's one where Kenny said something. Where'd you put it? Oh, here you go. Favorite part of the episode. Those are real lives. That if that doesn't
Those are
hit
real
you
lives,
at the end of this episode, if that doesn't hit you, where they're just watching a screen and lines vanish, but they're saying like those are people, those are millions and billions of people, and you just see them like boom, 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 just falling off. I was like, damn, it's it. I don't know. For me, that hit, where I was like, shit, that's crazy, and then all they could do is watch. They're sitting there watching just billions of people vanish, so it was like shit. That definitely, and then you had like Sylvie in the background watching it, and she's like, "Oh, I thought you said it changed." She goes, "It's worse than ever," and then she took off. It was like,
yeah, let's see. I'm gonna read what said.
Yeah,
says talking about Sylvie, says she's still Loki. If she got the keys to the universe, the keys in the multiverse, she's not going to give that up. I think she truly is happy with her timeline. I don't think she there's much manipulation going on. I think she always suspected that she'll come back, and that ties her in with a lot of the reaction to Loki at McDonald's. She knew she was on borrowed time. I think she kept it because she eventually knew that Loki would be showing up in the other variants, and he remains or something like that. Will ultimately something she had to deal with. So it's a futuristic something from the timeline. Basically, it's a TemPad.
Like a future.
So it turns out said it's something that he remains time twisting bangle. There's a time twisted bangle, which is essentially a super powerful pad for time twister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she can open the door and go back.
Yeah, because she was doing something on her wrist, but she was doing that last season too, right?
TVA comes with a special necklace called a time collar restraining captors. Yeah. So yeah, she is basically a time pad.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. She's gonna be interesting. Like I said, we haven't even gotten to the Jonathan Major stuff, yet. I just just one half of the TVA wanting to save all the timelines and all the branches because they understand those are people, and then the other half of the TVA is like, I don't give a shit. Like, let's go back to how it used to be.
We're doing.
And yeah, that was kind of nuts.
To answer it says it's he who remains time twisting bangle.
Oh, that's
he who remains time twisting bangle. That's what it is. But it's TemPad. Basically, it's futuristic TemPad. But yeah, it's his bangle.
Yeah, that's right. He had it on his like hand or wrist and thing like that. Shit, I forgot about that. I think they even showed it too in the episode, like in the recap part. They showed it, with her holding it. No, that makes sense. But Kenny said, I like Sylvie. She's right for being pissed. She was hunted since she was a youngling. Yeah, I can emphasize with that. Yeah, I get why she is the way she is. But now things are different though. What do you do now when you're the one with all the power? It's like, yeah. She had that time reverse thing that he who remained had in season 1 finale. There you go. Could just ask Kenny. Yeah, that's why they couldn't touch him. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed this episode a lot. Like I said, a lot of action didn't happen, but it was a lot of setup. It was a lot of setup, with characters and stuff like that. And
you have to like Loki.
Yeah. But that's what the first couple episodes should do that. I think it was there like 8 episodes of this thing.
Yep.
I'm glad they didn't meet Sylvie in episode 4. Like Ahsoka did. Like, oh hey, here's Thrawn. There's only 2 episodes left. I was like, what the fuck? It's like we found Sylvie in the next episode. Now we're gonna find Renslayer in the next episode, and I'm assuming we find Renslayer with I was gonna say Jonathan Majors with King, a King. So you're talking about by the third episode, we're gonna have all the major characters on screen, and
so it's still
then
only
everything.
6 episodes, guys.
Is it 6?
So
Yeah.
it's not like they're doing anything different than Star
So
Wars. Ahsoka.
Yeah, but each one is like 50-ish minutes, I'm cool with that too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but that was my one dislike. Was like the beginning was a little. You
too
didn't
slow.
need to go on that long like chase scene to get this dude, and then at the end he really wasn't anybody too important besides he had some information. So you could have done that quicker.
Agreed.
That's my only issue. It should have been a little bit shorter.
Me knowing that now it ends on November 9th makes me sad.
Yeah, okay.
This makes me sad.
Yeah.
I agree
We
with
waited
Xavier
over
said.
2 years, right?
I know.
And then we get this. Of all the wonderful places she could have chosen to eat and work at in the 80s, she chose McDonald's. 1984, Sauk City, Wisconsin. She could have came to Culver's.
I was saying the 80s though. Was it? Yeah. Was it the
1984? Sauk City, Wisconsin. We could have had Culver's. We in Wisconsin, the middle of Sauk City, Wisconsin. Come on, that's like Oklahoma.
Yeah,
it's the middle of nowhere. Ain't nothing else going on there.
Yeah,
and we could have had cheese curds. We could have had cheese curds, guys.
Have you been to Oklahoma? I never been.
Yeah, a couple of my family members live out there, so put some goddamn respect on it.
They're ready to leave too. What you talking about, man?
Nah, but I don't know. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed all the parts. It's set up more Mobius to have a bigger like end game role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they set it up like, don't you want to know who you are? They started showing that it's like, so the whole time, like, is it going to be a good life or a bad life? And that's going to be like that thing heading in through the rest of the season. Like, is he? Remember the whole jet ski thing in season 1? The whole pie thing that also came over from season 1. Where he loved key lime pie. So it was like who is this dude?
And I think that's what they're gonna dangle in front of him.
Yeah,
realize that I could tell you who you are. I could tell you where you came from.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind because I think a lot of people are gonna start speculating he's some big guy. Like, oh, he's this character and he's that character and blah blah blah. I wouldn't mind if at the end of the day they're just like, you were a normal dude that had a wife and a kid. And
that's exactly what I think. He was a man with a family, and that's going to be something.
And I think that's for him. That's enough. He's like, that's all he kind of wanted. He lives in Florida and he has a jet ski and he drives every day and he has a wife and a kid. Like something along those lines. So. And I'd be totally fine with that. He doesn't need to be this giant reveal where he's secretly fucking Professor X or something stupid, Like have him be a normal dude and just have a life, a normal life.
It's like everybody else.
Yeah,
like everybody else.
But they could. I don't know if they will. They could go kind of like the opposite, where
he's a huge variant of somebody. Then he could have became something else, like Thor. He's a Thor variant.
Yeah, he's a Thor variant. That would be.
And that's why he and Loki get along so well.
He's having Professor. Hey, you don't know. Got all the timelines. Yeah. I was still under the impression that he is a Loki variant. He's like one of the first Loki variants. That they took. I'll be cool with that too. But the more we spend time with this character, the more I just want him to be a normal dude with just a normal life.
Yeah, same.
That's enough for him. You know what I mean?
I don't think he could be a Loki variant. The thing about Loki variants is just that because Loki is so freaking old too. I feel like to be before Loki is a lot.
Yeah. He had this big jet ski obsession in season 1. He would read jet ski.
He had a picture of him on jet ski. I can't wait to see this jet ski. Just look at it. It looks so cool to try.
Yeah. That was the season 1 thing. So I don't know. I think who else said they like season 1 a lot? Was it Kenny?
Mm-hmm.
And season 1 was probably one of my favorite seasons. It's up there with one of my favorite MCU things. That WandaVision, I enjoyed a lot. A lot of people didn't like Loki season 1, so you're definitely, like you said, you're not gonna like season 2 then, because that's just more of the same.
It's an acquired taste for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's Loki liking jet skis. I can only live so long in the TVA.
That's a good question.
Yeah. What is it? The TVA is
Outside
outside
time.
of time.
Mhm.
So,
But how
yeah.
do when they go back into time that they don't age?
I mean, if you're outside of time, you just get plopped back in somewhere else. You're not gonna do the
Don't start to
instant,
add up after a while.
Yeah.
I'm not
Or do
saying
you just
become
continue aging at that time?
like, I don't think
know.
I'm not saying you're a crypt keeper, but I'm just saying like
Yeah.
continue,
Yeah.
continue to age.
Yeah. You eat, your body ages. You're thinking too much of it, man.
I'm like very Star Wars, the Force.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think Obi's is 400 at least. He's probably older than that.
Yeah, that's just the last time we saw Morbius.
Yeah, that was the last.
Mobius, like
Yeah. So, yeah, he's probably older than that, and he's the one that wrote the freaking book.
Yep.
Like that'll be kind of cool.
Mhm.
Like he winds up being a king variant. That's how they wind up. They wind up getting Jonathan
How crazy
Majors
would
out.
that be? How crazy would that be? Mhm.
Well, yeah, don't forget to like the stream. Appreciate it, Ken. But yeah, anybody
Thanks,
going to
Ken, man.
hit that like button, hit that little thumbs up.
Mhm.
Helps us out a lot. Loki saw the same dudes in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was only 30-year gap. You could probably go 300 years and still see exactly the same guys.
Yeah.
And that would be probably trippy.
Yeah. That would be to go that far back. But that's why I liked like the TVA, like everything, like all their outfits, like he looks like he's from like the way he dressed in that brown kind of suit. Like it looks like older. And especially season 1, they definitely went hard in that like that certain look of everything. I can't think of what it's called. But everything had that like that old look to it.
Yeah, it was vintage, almost like 80s kind of type of look. Yeah.
But Matt, I see your question. We'll answer that in a little bit.
Definitely answer that next.
We're gonna finish up things up.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go to bed soon.
Yeah.
It's like Cuba.
Yeah. All right. So we'll finish up. Anything? Any like conspiracies, any predictions, or anything you want to see, or anything that you want to say one last time before we move on?
Oh, I don't do that here.
I have a question. Do you think we will get Thor anytime in this?
It would be cool. It would be cool. It's not necessary, but it would be cool just to see Thor's reaction.
I actually think we will see Thor in it. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if Mobius is a Thor variant type of thing. And that's why they have such a good rapport with each other. They enjoy spending time with each other, and they understand each other because they'll be brothers in another thing,
But that would be cool. At the same time, I wouldn't mind if this was Loki because it's like the redemption arc for the more kind of villainous Loki that we saw in the Avengers in the initial Avengers movie. It would be interesting to see like another version of him go from like villainous to anti-hero where he is now to potentially who knows. So I'd be fine to see where they go with that, assuming it is Loki.
Yeah. I think I read something this past week, and they said the end game of the Loki show is to get Loki and Thor back together. It might not be for this season or whatever, but they said the end game is to bring him back together, which I'm all for. Those two guys need to be together. They work they work so well together. But yeah,
That's odd.
that might be like 2 seasons from now or something. I don't know.
No, they needs to happen.
Well, yeah, it needs to happen before the next Thor movie for sure.
I just wanted to happen and it to be like at the end and don't explain anything. Just all of a sudden they get it back together.
Yeah,
and then we can explain it somewhere else.
Yeah. So last few comments. Xavier said, "I can't wait to see how they handle Victor Timely." Same. Yeah, it's gonna be cool seeing Jonathan Majors back as a variant of this character, but a very different version of this character. So he was very goofy and like loosey goosey, as he remains, and this one is gonna be very different. So it's gonna be fun. And then Kenny said, "I think we see Doctor Strange at the end of the season to recruit Loki and crew to deal with incursions."
That'd be cool.
Very cool, Kenny. I like that.
I like that. Poon's Cat said the Loki that went to Earth and loved to jet ski. It could be the Thor that never got his powers back. Like he was abandoned on Earth and never was worthy, and he's like, I'm gonna go jet ski. That feels like what a young Thor would do. He's like, I got jet skis here.
We saw in What If, he's like what he would do: drink and pillage.
Yeah, exactly. And Matthew, do you think Loki will be renewed for a 3rd season? It could. It's too early. It could. It's too early. It all depends on how this season ends.
It depends on how many screens. Like it's been watched by a lot of screens. Oh, I think it's 860,000 screens or something like that have watched it in 5 days. So it really depends on that.
Yeah, it was the 2nd best season premiere for Disney Plus this year. So it's doing well enough, but we'll see. But yeah, like I said, also depends on where they're going because Marvel as a whole is gonna cut back on content. So we shall see. But cool. But I think that's it for this one. Thank you everybody in the comments coming and hang out with us and talk about this and give us all your opinions, whether you hate it, whether you love it, or you're somewhere in the middle. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're gonna be back next Thursday talking about the next episode. And then hopefully me and Brian, I know Brian for sure, hopefully me can join Brian on Chaos Central with Bigger Ford Entertainment, Anzo, and all those guys over there.
Hey, as long as we get home fast enough, because we'll be at the Bears game.
Oh shit, that's right. That might not even
probably gonna join you guys in the parking lot. So
yeah.
So all 3 of us, I might have to do something with that. We might throw something up there for you guys.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, I forgot we are going to a football game. But hopefully not. Either way, still go check out Chaos Central. They have their round table. So check them out. If we're not there this week, we're definitely gonna be there, in the upcoming weeks and stuff like that. Yeah, so go check out Chaos Central. I'll put a link somewhere down below. You can check that out. And appreciate everybody hanging out with us. I know Kenny, he does a watch party as well. So, if you want to do a watch party with somebody, Kenny does one. Bigger Ford Entertainment does one too. So check those guys out if you want to watch the show with somebody. But appreciate everyone there. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, lets YouTube know we're doing some good stuff. But we appreciate everyone checking us out on the replay. If you're watching live, stick around because we are going to move on to our next topic. All right, man. You gonna get going?
Wait. What's the next topic?
I want to do the Iron Claw trailer.
All right, I'm staying.
Okay, and then after that, we can figure it out. Because I have not watched this trailer yet because I want to watch it with you guys. But I know this story, and man. I used to be a wrestling fan. I used to be a hardcore wrestling fan.
I'm surprised that you didn't watch this yet.
I wanted to. I almost did.
Like, knowing you, I'm surprised. Like, wow.
I had it up at work, and then I got pulled away. And then I just exit out the window. But yeah,
Who's cast like, hey, Momoa? What the hell?
Oh, we're gonna get into that, but that's gonna be just like a bunch of randomness. So
might have to stick around for that too.
Because the Jason Momoa stuff is a lot of randomness. Like, I don't know.
It is. There's like 3 major things going on with Momoa. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I love the fact that he's cosplaying. Never mind. We'll get to it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's so funny.
He's an asshole and in the best way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Momoa. Freaking. All right, let's watch this Iron Claw and then we'll get into that. Real quick, let me make sure you guys can hear it. So let me know if you guys can hear it.
Ever since I was a child,
Yeah.
Okay.
people said my
All right, cool. Put that over there. All right. Do it. All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we are going to check out a new A24 film, not a horror one. It is The Iron Claw, which is based on some old school wrestlers, the guys who kind of made it big. Yeah, the Von Erichs are great. If you know wrestling, you know who this family is. And I've been waiting for this movie for a while, and yeah. So I don't know. None of you guys seen the trailer?
Nope.
I saw
We're
it.
waiting.
Oh, you saw it yet? Oh, okay.
I watched it this morning. I had to.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait,
Yeah.
but I couldn't wait any longer.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
I blame you. I don't care.
Let's check it out and then let's discuss about it a little bit.
Ever since I was a child, people said my family was cursed. Mom tried to protect us with God. Pop tried to protect us with wrestling. He said if we were the toughest, the strongest, nothing had ever hurt us. I believed him. We all did.
Morning.
Pants tomorrow, please, David.
Carrie, I want you to join your brothers in the ring. Yes, sir. I love that. Now, we all know Carrie's my favorite, then Kev, then David, then Mike. But the rankings can always change.
What do you want in life, I wonder?
More ribs?
My favorite.
I want to be with my family. You know, be with my brothers.
What do you like to do with your brothers?
Together, we can do anything.
We're here to restore justice to the Wrestling Federation that our father built with his own two hands. The hands that will pass down to us. The hands that will deliver the Iron Claw to you.
So what do you think? Like we're alive.
I love your family, Kevin.
No way, Uncle?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, that makes me so happy.
I talked to you about something, Mom. Dad's too tough on us. You gotta say something.
Baby, that's what your brothers are for.
Feel that? You feel that? That's pressure.
You're pushing too hard.
I'm fine, Kev. Seriously, I'm just sick.
I'm scared, man. It all out of control.
Terrible accident.
I should have stopped him. I need to think about my family.
Your job is to wrestle.
Live up to that deal, or we are through.
I told you to look out for him!
I just love being out there with you guys. It's the only thing that matters to me.
The Bonner will forever be the greatest family in the history of wrestling.
Damn. Oh, it comes out this year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Holy shit, man. That if you are a wrestling fan, this is gonna be a must watch.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, no questions.
Mm-hmm. And if you're familiar with the story of the Von Erich family, it's a lot of this is going to be a tough watch.
I would say this is.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to say this is a fucked up story.
It is
Just straight up, like,
to
man.
say the least.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like I'm definitely going to watch it. It's just going to be. I'm probably going to be in my feelings after I leave out of the theater.
Yeah.
You know, but
it's not a happy ending.
yeah,
It's not a
Not
happy
at all.
story. It's not a
it's
happy
not a
ending.
happy
is it?
story at all.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I'm curious to see how they tackle it, but you know, it's A24. just they can't miss, or at least they haven't missed. And I'm really looking like I love all the we got Zac Efron, who I've come to respect as an actor in recent years. Jeremy Allen White, who's like built his career on playing a member of a fucked up family. That's his MO.
With
who's in it?
What's the TV show called that he's in?
The Bear.
The Bear.
Which I have to watch in really small increments because it's just that much anxiety. I'm still only like 3 or 4 episodes into the newest season. That's how much I have to space each episode out. Holt McCallany, who's just a great actor. Dude's been having a career resurgence in recent years because he's been acting like since the 80s.
Yeah.
So respect to him. Mindhunter. This. Yeah, I'll watch anything that he pops up in. Oh, that was Lily James in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't even like, is that? But yeah.
Well, she's becoming a chameleon herself. I didn't recognize her when she played Pam Anderson. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm not excited to see the story, man. The story is very sad to me.
I'm not excited to see how it plays out because especially when you know it's coming.
Yeah, one first one goes and then the second one goes and then you all of them, it's not a happy thing for me. I mean, I know it too well. I know exactly what's about to happen. It's like,
yeah. But it looks so good though, man. It looks.
It really does. I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, like it looks like the Iron Claw as a move was so stupid, but it was like that's what like wrestling. I don't know. It's the thing like the Von Erichs made wrestling that we kind of it molded it into what we know.
It was the beginning.
It started. It was the start of it all.
But it wasn't really. It didn't get popular until really they were done.
Yeah,
wrestling got popular right after they left, and then that's when it blew up.
But I would say it never got. It would never have gotten popular if it wasn't for like them. Honestly, that's why I think.
I think Vince McMahon has something to do with it too. But
well, I mean, also with this whole story he does. I wonder they might not get.
Not say anything about him. Yeah,
they might not get into that part. It might. They just might focus on the family.
That's how
everything
crazy it was, and how sad it was, and how one bites the dust, and then the whole family just goes down the drain.
One thing I would say, because I know a few of you guys were saying, Jorge says Zac Efron really messed up his face. He looks so different now. He does look very, very different in this one. He messed up his body. It looks like, man, because he's got a very weird shaped body in this one.
You have to make him look bigger because, like, all the Von Erichs, they're gigantic people. Like, he's
not really. They weren't big beefcake kind of guys.
No, but they weren't 5'7".
No, they weren't short guys either.
I thought the Von Erichs were like all like 6'2".
Yeah, they were tall guys, but they weren't like massive guys. Like I went up watching because I saw the trailer was coming out, and I went up watching I forgot two of the brothers. I think it was Carrie and what's it, Carrie and Dave? I think it was Carrie and Dave when they fought the Ultimate Warrior before he was the Ultimate Warrior. What was his name? Oh my god, I just watched it. And
they're all between
something
6'1",
warrior.
6'3", and 6'4".
Yeah. But they they weren't good looking guys. I'm sorry. Like they were not like attractive looking dudes. Like they got like Zac Efron, who's like known to be like a pretty boy and stuff like that. Like here, they gave him that stupid ass haircut, but that was like, the look back then.
Yeah, he's got the Prince Adam haircut.
And that's like what he had in real life too. Fought without the shoes, just had like the underwear on and stuff like that.
Yeah. I haven't paid enough attention to Zac Efron to know if he's messed up his face or not. But wasn't he in an accident and he needed reconstructive surgery or something like that to his face? Didn't I read something about that?
Maybe
I thought.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm on one hand, I'm like, I don't pay enough attention to him to know if he's done that all or not. But I did hear that. I thought I heard something at some
Yeah,
point
it
that he
said
got like.
he messed up in an accident. You're right.
Yeah, so I'm like, with his face, kind of lay off him. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real quick, the video I watched was Kevin
Mhm.
and Mike Von Erich versus
Mhm.
Rick Rude and the Dingo Warrior.
Oh,
I went to go. So Dingo Warrior was Ultimate Warrior before.
Hang on
And-
1 second, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior are beasts of a dudes, and they made the Von Erichs look pretty small. So, but that's kind of what they what that it became was like these monsters of guys taking steroids and shit. So, but yeah, these guys are they're the family. You know what I mean? Like you tend to forget about stuff like that now because you're so far away and so detached from them. And I think this story, I wonder if this movie kind of brings back a lot of people from wrestling. Like I've been so far away from wrestling, I don't think it's that great right now. I mean, if Zack Attacks and Chill was in here, they might punch their screen for me saying that, but for me, I'm not there.
I haven't been into wrestling for the last in and out, but not really into it since I was 30.
Yeah.
29, 30.
Yeah.
Even then, I really didn't watch it that much anymore. But because I going through and up to through high school and like the beginning of college, I loved wrestling, but I probably haven't watched it since. Yeah.
When every version became Rock or Stone Cold.
Yeah.
I was like, I've seen it before. They're still doing that shit. A tough story, but definitely has some interest. Interested in what A24 does with it. A20, like Brandon said, like they haven't missed yet. Even like they're not as good movie, it's still a great movie. So yeah, they know what to do and how to tell a story, and they got great They got great actors in this one. So yeah,
it definitely gave me was it the wrestler vibes?
Kind of, yeah.
Give me that vibe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was again another really really
great movie.
A great movie,
yeah, but very sad. Oh,
yeah. I'm going to watch it, but it probably won't too emotional for me since I never heard of these people. But 5 of his kids dead. That's messed up. Yeah.
It's all of them. All but one. All but one.
What's up, Toxic? He said, yeah, we're in here watching it. He said, I'm very curious on how they're going to pull off the story. Also, Ric Flair in there too, which I thought was a cool cameo. Was that who that was? I wasn't too sure. I'm like, the whole, Nature Boy right there. Does it look like Timothy Chalamet with blonde hair? Yeah. There's also the AEW World Champion is going to be a Von Erich. The what happened? Also, the new AEW World Champion MF or MJF is going to be a Von Erich. I don't even know.
AEW is all on TNT and all that stuff.
Yeah, but how he's going to be a Von Erich, or he's going to be in the movie or something like that. The DuPont movie with Steve Carell.
I mean,
Foxcatcher. There you go. That's what I'm
it still reminds me of The Wrestler, man. That drama and how sad it was, and kind of based on stuff like this. And then, just cool, man.
Mr. Woo himself. With him.
You can't say that and not go, woo!
I know. I think actually, I don't have it on here.
Dusty Rhodes.
What else we got? Yep. Zac Efron went from hot to not. The whole internet talked about his surgery. Now there you go. I guess so. I have to look that up. I didn't even know about that until Brandon brought it up.
I see a picture of his surgery, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah, he's saying, he got bulkier physique, which made him start to eat a lot more protein and stuff. But he messed up his body. I know he messed up his body because he has this very weird shape from working out for this movie. So it's like rounded, but it's all like just ripped and 6-pack and everything. But it's like Yeah, it's weird.
I think I got this right here.
He said he shattered his jaw.
Right there, guys.
Oh wow. So he shattered his jaw?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Look at his face. He really changed like that. Look at that.
Oh yeah, you can see his jawline's big, different cheekbones. Well. I thought it was just him getting older. Because he's the older guy now.
And I didn't even pay enough attention to it to like really, really notice. I just read up on it from time to time. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior were very jacked dudes. Yeah, I think it was very obvious that they were on some roids. Yeah. That's why you watch that one.
What can you do?
Yeah. But yeah, they got a Hulk Hogan movie in the works with Chris Hemsworth. What?
Yeah, they've been talking about that movie for like 3 or 4 years now. I'm wondering if it's going to happen or if this will be the spark to finally ignite that movie. We'll see.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Chris Hemsworth cuts his hair? Like he's blonde, but just give it the nice little bald circle in the middle. That would be fucking hilarious.
That would be so funny.
My God.
I want to see that just for that. I want to see it. Hell yeah.
I don't want to see that.
No, he's pretty, man. He can cut it when he's done and it'll grow back and he'll wind up looking like Thor from Ragnarok. Like he's all messed up, but it still looks great. Like, no. You can make him look like Hulk Hogan. I'll take
You give him one eye and he looks better. You don't cut all his hair off, it's gonna look better somehow.
Yeah. Somehow he's gonna like go bald in the middle like Hulk Hogan. You're like, oh damn, Hulk Hogan was a good looking guy. Like, no, it wasn't. Shut up, it wasn't.
All right, brother.
Yeah. Oh my god, can you imagine him with his freaking Australian accent? From the Mickey Rourke. Yeah.
Exactly.
He originally had a vegan diet. Ooh. Yeah, he looked good in Baywatch, but that was like when he was like the it guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought it was prosthetic. They gave Jason who's that?
Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
And Looper.
Yeah, to make him look like Bruce
that's
Willis.
right. Yeah.
That looks so weird.
Yeah, that looked bad. Hey, what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan referenced by the way? Yeah.
What you gonna do when
yeah. That's why like so much of the Von Erichs like inspired, Stone Cold himself is like super inspired by the Von Erichs.
Mm-hmm.
I think he worked with somebody. I could be wrong. But I think he worked with one of them like in his early days. Yeah. So
the $4.5 million man.
Yeah. But cool, man. You guys got anything else?
I think that's about it. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested to see it. I will see it. I'm just not. I'm just not looking forward to the aftertaste when I walk out of the theater.
Yeah. I was trying to look for there you go from doing the claw. Such a corny move. Where he's like grabs the face and they're like like.
Is it any worse than Mankind?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Like the Mr. Sacco, that was nasty. And then like now knowing how nasty and dirty like Mick Foley was in real life, and it was like, I don't want that fucking thing in my mouth. Like, no, man. Like it's coming out of your crotch. Like you don't take showers after your matches. Like, no. like I don't want that.
We want to fight for real, but he is too tough. You will fight him, you'll lose.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Toxic said, I think Kerry Von Erich worked in WWE as the Texas Tornado for a couple years. Oh, I gotta look that up. That's interesting. I gotta check that. There you go. True. Yeah. But cool. Yeah, appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us for this Iron Claw trailer. Like I said, man, anybody who's a wrestling fan this is definitely gonna be on their must-watch list. I think it's gonna be a great movie, and you're gonna feel like shit when it's all said.
When you walk out, yep.
You're just gonna be like, damn.
Yep, A24 is gonna get you in that regard.
Yep, you're gonna see a theme of grown men. I'm not crying, you're crying. Like, shut up, you're crying. Yep. This is the male version of Barbie, right? Is that what this is gonna be? Are we just gonna get a bunch of guys in like leotards and
Everyone's
like
gonna wear it.
and walking around like the claw, so I don't know, but cool. If you're watching on the replay, thank you for checking us out. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. We're live every Monday and Thursday, and you can join us live like all the guys down below. They were part of the show. You can be part of the show too, so make sure you come and join us. But we appreciate everyone. Thank you. And if you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna finish things up. All right. That was a good trailer though.
Really good trailer. Really good trailer.
Just made me very sad. That's all. Just made me sad.
Mm.
Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. I probably won't play it because I'll get fucking copyright claimed. But show like a clip. There's one.
No, don't show a clip. No,
just a picture. I think it should be fine with a picture.
Okay.
So this is who Zac Efron's playing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Rick Rude. Also steroids. I don't know if that. I don't think that's like a reach, or I think it's like a thing now, right? Like we know they were all taking steroids.
Yeah, everyone knows now.
Okay. Yeah, but that's who Zac Efron's playing right there. And then they were find one with so he's gonna do his claw thing. That's what I wanted to find a picture. He's just like got the claw on the face. I wanted to find Ultimate Warrior. This is Ultimate Warrior right here.
Oh no. There it is.
I'll cut it out from there it is. Shit, it was like perfect. I'm gonna cut it out from the show anyway, probably. But yeah, that's the Ultimate Warrior before he was the Ultimate Warrior. If you didn't know, with the arm tassels and the makeup. But yeah, I was watching this the other day. But yeah, I was watching all these old ones. Von Erich versus King Kong Bundy.
Guys, I'm sorry. I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I'm getting into bed. I'm like drained from the last couple of
almost
days.
10 o'clock for you. So
Yeah. All right. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Okay.
Cool, man.
Maybe.
Later.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a safe trip home, dude.
I will. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man.
Later.
All right. Bye bye.
Damn. All right. We want to get into this madness of Jason Momoa.
Sure, why not?
Oh yeah, he did have that where he would kiss random girls, right? That sounds familiar. I don't remember, but that does sound familiar.
That sounds like a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All the crazy running warrior did. Yeah, when he shakes the ropes. Man, he would say like later, watching all these documentaries that like he hated that became a thing, because imagine like you're about to go spend 15 30 minutes, if you're a main event, 40 minutes, and you start the match winded. like oh, you're gonna be in the ring doing all this crazy shit for like 15 minutes, and then you run full sprint, so he like gets in the ring, he's already winded. So I know he said he hated that it became his gimmick.
You shouldn't have done it.
Yeah,
It's your fault. It can't be like someone else did it.
Yeah. Texas Tornado WWF. Oh yeah. Oh shit, yeah, that's right. He was teamed up with Ultimate Warrior. Cool. All right. Let's talk about this Momoa stuff, man. Because what the F? Which part do we even start with? Because like, do you want to start with the Aquaman part of it all, or the other part of Momoa?
Do the Aquaman. Let's get and we'll talk quickly about it. And I want to get to the point where he's drunk cosplaying.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, then here we'll start with the other thing. So I'm surprised how many people don't know he's gonna stay in the DC as Lobo. It's not confirmed, but we've been saying it for a year now at this point, right? I mean, like we don't
It
have
is
any
never-
insiders.
Things could always change. That's the thing.
It can, but I mean, at this point, it's like now there's like all these like more leaked
The last
rumors,
2 or 3 days has been a lot.
by like people who are good at leaks and rumors, and said that he's gonna be Lobo. And the first thing I thought, I was like, we said that like a year ago. Yeah, I was like, duh. After he recorded that video of him like running out of his hotel saying how much he loves James Gunn and Peter Safran, but Sean Gunn only one or James Gunn only wants hot young actors for DC. Yeah, if that's the case, then James Gunn don't want Sean Gunn. But if that's the case, because he is neither young or hot. But I guess attractiveness is all subjective.
He's attractive. He's 44.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so they said he's gonna be the new Lobo, which I'm like, duh. Like you said, duh. Like that's not nothing new. But yeah, that's kind of making its way around, which are pissing off a bunch of people. They're like, blah blah blah. You keep him, but you're not keeping Henry Cavill, and that started that whole fire James Gunn. It started that whole thing again. And I was like, oh my god, and it's gonna be a nonstop thing for the next 10 years, and it's annoying. That like no matter what happens, but
yeah, I mean, but he's huge. So like, as soon as he does anything, like he's going to be, he's going to be great. He's going to bring so many people into with him. He's like his own walking Taylor Swift. Like like, you're going to bring all these people in with you. So I mean, why would you get rid of him?
Yeah.
But then again, he is Henry Cavill is 40. Jason Momoa is 44.
Yeah. True.
Look, the truth is, James Gunn didn't want Henry Cavill. That's just what it was. That's just what it is.
Yeah. For whatever reason or whatever, I don't know, But if like Lobo, I doubt Lobo's going to get his own movie. It doesn't seem like Lobo's a guy that's going to be in a bunch of other people's movies, and he's not going to be his own thing. You know what I mean? Like, one, you could do it. Lobo's an awesome character. I love Lobo, and he's got some great fucking stories. Great stories. But I think we're so far away from that, and I think Lobo is going to be more of a sprinkle in kind of guy that we might see here and there.
I would have said the same thing about Deadpool, but
true.
It's the same exact thing. So if you could do a Deadpool movie and not just one, now 3. You could probably figure out a way to do a Lobo movie.
Yeah. And like I said, I would love a Lobo movie. But we'll see how that goes. But I mean, if you're gonna bring in Superman, bring in like an alien bounty hunter that can actually fight Superman. So I'm cool with that. Especially if they go the route of what's Superman All-Star? What's the movie the animated movie that came out? I can't think of what. But Superman is kind of becoming Superman.
He hasn't really become. They said it's all.
I know it just came out.
All-Star Superman, yeah, that was 2011.
Or is it Man of Tomorrow? I think Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
good call. Yeah, which I think it's based off of the All-Star comic, roughly. Based off. So then you could do that. You can sprinkle in some other characters, throw Lobo in there. Cool. Have fun with it. So that's not that big of a surprise. It's just Sean Gunn wants to damage Superman that might sleep with a dude, but it's sleazy.
Or be sleazy.
I don't know. I mean, Henry's a decent person. Henry's super awesome.
I love Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I'm all for him being Superman, but it was. I was sad.
He's gonna be our Highlander now, and I'm down for that. So yeah, but I am sad. It does suck, but also I'm not gonna like not hate on what's going on. Next.
All I know is you know what I've said about this whole thing. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah. I think he said there's gonna be some big announcements that he's gonna be announced. James Gunn. So
via Twitter.
I don't know. I don't know. He didn't really say. I think it's gonna be when the actor strike is over, but that doesn't look like it's gonna be over anytime soon. So that's one thing we got about Jason Momoa is he's most likely gonna be Lobo, which I think we already knew. But now current stuff, new stuff, with Lobo in the Aquaman stuff. Holy shit, man! This Aquaman movie, everything we hear about it, is like all the delays and this and that. But now we got a story saying that after the whole Amber Heard court thing, that Momoa would dress up as Johnny Depp, drunk. He was drunk, dress up as Johnny Depp, and fuck with Amber Heard, like on
He
on
would
set and stuff
cosplay
like that.
as Johnny Depp
Yeah,
on Aquaman set.
yeah, to mess with her. And it's funny when you just say it, but like I think once you start
That's a
thinking about it,
messed
you're like,
up
it's messed
thing.
up. Yeah, it's like
Like,
super messed up. It's because the stuff that went on with her and Johnny Depp wasn't like it literally it was court. It was all over the TV and the news. It was all that crazy shit. So it wasn't like something little, like oh yeah, like they had a bad breakup. Like no, it was like so bad it needed to go to court and be litigated. Like that's how bad it was. So it was like I don't know if that's something you want to really joke around. Again, the rumor was he was also drunk when he did it. So
but he also was trying to get rid of her.
that yeah. So I don't know. But it's a Jason Momoa going through divorce too. He might be sad. I mean, yeah. I mean, when you're drunk, you do stupid shit.
This has also been the longest divorce ever. This is his second divorce too. Like,
yeah, because he was
with Lisa Bonet for a while. And they were together for years before they even got married.
Mm-hmm.
So
I didn't know he even got remarried after that one. But
he was with Lisa Bonet for a long time.
Yeah,
before they got married.
Because that's not the one that he's getting divorced now. I thought that divorce already happened.
No, he still has.
Oh, that's still the same divorce?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, he must have got remarried and dealing with another divorce. That's still the same one. That is crazy.
Honestly, no, but he got divorced from someone else before.
Well, like maybe like before that, yeah.
Yeah, but way before that.
I don't know. Yeah, before he was like famous.
Yeah,
but,
like Simone J. McMillan or whatever.
I just assumed because how long ago that was that he already had found somebody new.
They said they said they separated, but they've been back and forth, and they're just living a different life, and he's just different than he wanted to be different than she is. So that's
yeah. But that's he is dealing with that, and on as much as he's like a cool guy on social media and on TV and stuff like that. I mean, you don't know what he's going on in his personal life. But do you have a picture of the thing? That's what you.
Yeah, I had it. I don't know if I want to.
You don't know what you would show it? Yeah, okay. I don't blame. Maybe not then. But it just him. I didn't read too much about, or I haven't heard too much about how she acted about it. I'm assuming she didn't like it. Obviously, I
mean, who could like that? I mean, that's
exactly
a lot.
Yeah, like that's a direct. Going directly after
whatever. Come on, that's
not him.
No, that's not him. It's comparing what he could do. Like that would be when he would try to look like.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a far fetch. Get a stupid hat, wear a million bracelets. Put on some sunglasses and walk around like. Plug in the Pirates Caribbean Jack Sparrow. It's like doing a Johnny Depp cosplay is not hard. It's not hard to do. So especially if he was drunk, like, oh my god, like you don't have to act like you're drunk. You are drunk.
It's like you do those type of things trying to get her to quit because there's no reason. Out. Yeah, there's no reason to not do that. That's messed up. Put some eye makeup on. Exactly what Putin's cat said.
Eye makeup. Yeah.
Oh,
I
man,
mean, that's ultimately why you do it. You kind of like, you need to go, but we can't fire you, but you need to go, and companies do that a lot. We're like, well, we can't fire you, but we're gonna do everything
this
in
is
our
gonna make
power
this
so you
a
quit.
make this a real bad situation for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Unless you got people in high places,
exactly,
tell
yeah,
you
exactly what's gonna tie in. Like,
you're
because
not gonna fire her.
she can't get fired because Warner Brothers doesn't want to fire her, because there's another rumor that Elon Musk sent Warner Brothers basically a threat letter. They're like, you cannot fire Amber Heard, otherwise I'm gonna make your life a living hell type of shit. Let's see, but let me see if I can find what she said real quick. Yeah, so I heard that. I was like, really, Elon Musk? He wrote a letter to WB, which is just like because Elon Musk, I don't know if you know, Elon Musk and Amber Heard dated a long time ago,
A
like
long
a
time.
long time ago. Yeah, so I don't know why. Was it like the one chick that he didn't have a kid with that he wants a second chance at it? Yeah, I'm trying to look for his part of it, but that was kind of like insane. I was like, one of the richest men in the world.
New courtroom documents noted that Hughes includes indication that Momoa said he wanted to fire me, wanted her fired from it, and he has kept on making her life a living hell.
Yeah. So I wonder. Oh, here we go. So Elon Musk had one of his litigators send a scorched earth letter to Warner Brothers, threatening to burn the house down, quote, if the actress wasn't brought back for the sequel because of the whole, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing. So it's like scorched earth, and he's going to burn down the entire Warner Brothers house. I was like, usually that doesn't seem that big of a threat, but when you're the richest man in the world, it probably has some power to it, so I don't get why though. I just don't get why. Did she call in a favor, or was
she was crying on his shoulder and he was like, I'm going to fix this?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. That just seems weird, when I'm like, really, like your ex-boyfriend from like years and years and years ago is like sending a letter. Like I was like, this everything about this movie is just like, it's getting so worse. And then
it's almost like it's almost like this all this negative stuff is so much marketing. It's almost like marketing.
It's almost
because you want to see how awful and how cringy it could be between two people.
Yeah. Oh my god. Which it maybe not. You might be on something, because like none of the actors can promote this movie right now, and this is coming out in about 2 months.
All this information about.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to see how bad this could get? Come see Aquaman 2.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of the Batman's like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts.
That's exactly what they're doing right now. It's just like releasing all this drama, and create. And Elon Musk, I was like I never thought I would be like talking about Elon Musk with Jason Momoa and Aquaman. Like, what? Like it's so bizarre, man.
That's who really should fight in a ring. Jason
Momoa and Elon Musk. That would be horrible. Poon's Cat said, if it's true, the hostile work environment almost as bad as those guys that take their the X-Men trailers. They can remove all of her scenes and still pay her. Yeah. I mean, they could, because she still gets, she recorded it and stuff like that. I'm not sure how quite that works, but if that's part of her contract, then yeah, she can still get money. And they might do it like, we're going to cut your part because we don't want you in the movie, but here's your cut.
Like they cut her a lot, because I mean, you see,
she's in the trailer.
It's for a second.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that's it.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't want to ruin too much about it, but there's a whole bunch of stuff about what might happen in the movie that are upsetting a lot of people. And
I'll be upset that you can't do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know if you knew or if. Yeah. But I guess that's how it was in the comic book.
It is.
I guess that's that. I'm not too big of an Aquaman guy, so I'm not too sure. But when I started hearing like, oh, what happens in the comic book, I'm like, ooh, they're gonna do that, and they're gonna upset
Aqua Baby. You can't do that.
Oh, many people. Yeah, they're gonna upset so many people. So yeah. So I mean, if you want to know, you can look it up. But I don't want to spoil any potential plot leaks or any rumors. But if you want to go look it up, just easily go look it up. But yeah, that plus all this is like, man, Elon's a douche.
Yeah,
we started with Dave for 3 years. Yeah,
I knew that.
Was it 3 years? I thought it was
97 to 2000. Yeah, before Beyonce.
Yeah. Well, we said 16 billion on Twitter. Yeah.
We mean X.
X. Oh my god.
This make you frustrated just even saying it.
I know, because like you can't say X, formerly Twitter, because that's what I have to say now because you want to be stupid. But that's why I was like, Elon, you got so much more to deal with than Amber Heard not getting a role in a movie, that the series is not going to continue. Like, why do you care so much? That's what throws me off. I was like, why? It was like, what does she have on him where he's going to take time out of his day, or at least tell somebody, one of his litigators, to do it?
I mean, come on, man. He has no reason. He has no. He's just the dude.
Yeah. Is that what Brendan Fraser made a whole Batgirl movie? Oh yeah. I thought you said he made the Batgirl movie stay shelved, but yeah, they were done with that movie. At least with the initial filming. They're still reshoots and editing and stuff, but for the most part, but tax write off. So yes, I'm going
to send some X's.
This is so stupid. I still on my phone. I still look for the blue bird, and every time I go click the stupid X, I was like, fucking horrible business decision. But yeah, I don't know, man. Any what do you think about all this stuff? Like, whether it be
I think Momoa is a dickhead, but is it funny? Is it bad? I think it's funny. Like he's a complete asshole, but that's just who he is, and she's not a good person at all either. So it's like, who do you feel bad for? Can you feel bad for Amber Heard?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find her, make herself seem like the victim.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you make her seem like a victim. Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, and
like,
DC
sailed, guys.
Yeah. I mean, it's no surprise that DC, sided with Momoa. So a DC spokesperson pushed back against the whole thing. They said Momoa conducted himself in a professional manner at all times on the set. So somebody said he works his butt off. He likes to have a beer every once in a while, but he was never drunk. So there's a lot of people coming out and defending Momoa for stuff like that. But it's, for me, I don't know if it's out of his wheelhouse, but also, like, you go back and hear some of the stories that he did for Emilia Clarke in Game of Thrones season 1, where he like was like a nice dude, where they had their intimate scenes, and when it was done, they were just
hey, cover you up. I'm gonna do whatever you gotta do to make you feel as comfortable in this situation as possible.
Yeah, he's yelling at people like, "Hey, get her a blanket," and like, so yeah, so it's hard to paint him in a bad light. Granted, but if he did this, that shit is funny. I'm sorry,
it's messed up.
It's messed up, but it is kind of funny, Yeah.
So she left him a present in his trailer.
Oh yeah, I don't have my soundboard up right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he loves Emilia. He really does. He supports her a lot. Even in a lot of movies that, like, in other projects that he's not even in. You know,
If he likes you, he's going to do all great things, to help you and support you.
yeah, yeah. And here's somebody was saying, somebody said that that he isn't dressing like Johnny Depp. He's always dressed in that bohemian style, which is true.
That's true. He just walks around like this, like he did it in Fast X.
Yeah, he's a guy that always dressed like that, and I feel like Johnny Depp was a guy that, as he got older, started to dress like that. It's like, but that became his style. That became Johnny Depp's style. But I always felt like, as much as I know of Jason Momoa, that's always been his kind of style. Was very very loose about everything and stuff like that. Tattoos, obviously long hair. He's like one of those like free spirits, quote unquote. So I guess you could say like, oh, he dressed like Johnny Depp. I was like, yeah, they kind of dress the same, more or less, same style, but we'll see. Yeah. Amelia Clark had a brain aneurysm. Yeah, she did. Yeah, which is crazy. It was like we could have lost Amelia Clark, and I think that was while she was filming. I don't know what season, but I think that was while she was doing Game of Thrones. I could be wrong.
The first of 2 aneurysms.
Oh, jeez.
Doing Game of Thrones.
Wow. Oh yeah, we could have lost her, which would have sucked. She's great. I do love her. She always seems very genuine, and I think Momoa is always very genuine. That's why them together, I think is especially off screen while they're doing like red carpets or like he randomly shows up and stuff like that. Like I think it's pretty cool. But I don't know. We said Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre. Yeah, he definitely had one.
Also had one too. Yeah. Yeah. His was more recent. He was older, right? He wasn't like when he was young.
I mean, he is old now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Amelia Clark, because she was young when it happened, So when stuff like that affects you when you're younger, usually better outcome than when you're older. That's just how it works. Poonska, yeah. She looks great in movies and like a little nerd in real life. Yeah. Yeah. My favorite, I know it's a little like off topic, but when they asked Amelia Clark about the last season of Game of Thrones, and her reaction is like, best season ever, and she's like all cringy and shit. It was like she basically told us about the season before it came out. That's still one of my favorite like clips. It was like, what do you think about the last season? She's like, best season ever. It's like with her thumbs up and shit. It's like, oh, but yeah, man, this is all. So this is so much.
I think that they're releasing this. I'm telling you, it's marketing without marketing.
It's marketing without the actual actors doing anything. But oh man, this is. I mean, I'm still gonna go see the movie, right? Are you still gonna go see it?
Of course, I'm gonna see it.
Okay, I mean, like, I don't think it's gonna change anything, but yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people are going to go see the movie. It's actually going to probably make them even more interested in seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I wonder, like for me, it's like if shit like that went on on set, how was their on-screen chemistry? Because I never really liked their chemistry. I didn't think it was like the greatest. It wasn't.
Well, even then, it was kind of always. It was very. I don't know, like,
well, it was Momoa, and then Amber was just there. That's how I always felt. Like
no, I just felt like he was like he was being a douche, and she was like, yeah, whatever. He was like, yeah, I'm still going to be this guy no matter what to you.
Yeah. I mean, that's what even like the sequel looks like, where he went on an adventure with her. To become king of Atlantis and this and that and blah, blah, blah. It looks like the second one's going to be kind of the same kind of style, but take her out, put the brother in, so instead of them falling in love, now it's the brotherly connections getting fixed, and he's going to become like more king of Atlantis, it's like, because he has to, because now he has to fight, a more powerful, Black Manta. But
Yep, exactly.
yeah. This makes Cavill look even better. With what?
I don't know, but I mean,
sure.
I love Cavill no matter what. So, but
Yeah. Brandon said I never really liked her. Yeah. I never really knew who she was until the Johnny Depp stuff. So because she was in Aquaman. I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't know who she is. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then everything else happened. But cool, man.
I thought you said
Anything
never
else?
like I thought you was talking about Emilia Clarke. I was like, really? She's
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah. Are you saying like I never really liked Emilia Clarke? Because she's awesome. Amber Heard, yeah, I never really liked her either. I really even cared. I would say
Exactly.
I never even cared. And they said she was in Drive Angry or something. Oh, Amber Heard. Yeah, he did agree. I never liked Amber.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Well, cool, man. Anything else?
I'm out.
Yep. Same. I'm yawning. It's time to go. But cool, man. Anybody hung out? Appreciate it. You guys hanging out with us live in chat. Putin's cat, Brandon. I don't know. I think that was Profess was in here too. Appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out, talking about all this Aquaman, Momoa madness and stuff like that. Appreciate you guys. If you're watching on the replay, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about any of this stuff. Elon Musk, Amber Heard, Momoa, Lobo.
I want Elon Musk to want to fight Jason Momoa and then get killed.
That is a death sentence.
That would be a problem. Like, dude, I'm going to. Come on, you don't want that. Do you really? Do you really want that?
Yeah. Momoa just goes in there is like, come
on. He's gonna do the Fast X, like is sitting here with Elon Musk, like he's like totally like taped up and stuff. Like he's talking about this.
Yeah. And like painting his fingernails or something. Yeah.
Painting his fingernails. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh man. But leave a comment. Let us know what you think about all this madness. Hit that like button. Lets YouTube know we're doing some good stuff over here. And if you want to be part of the show, make sure you join us live every Monday and Thursday. We talk about movies, TV shows, Hollywood news, comics, madness, things like this. But yeah, appreciate everyone hanging out with us. Watching live, stick around. We are going to finish things up. All right. I'm ready. What did I see? Zombieland? Wait, Amber Heard in Zombieland? I don't think she was.
No.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, but she was the neighbor 406.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Which is interesting because we're going to, we've been doing these Halloween things coming out every morning. We're going to be doing one. We're going to be doing Zombieland pretty soon.
One of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, rewatch it. I forgot about that. Look at that. He said, Elon backed out of the Zuck fight. Zuck can do a Brazilian jiu-jitsu, apparently. That's funny.
Found out. It was like, oh, no, really?
Yeah. It's like that. You ever seen that fight where it's like some guy, he starts, puts his fist up, and then the fucking dumbass dude, he's like, okay, and he gets in this like karate stance kind of shit. Like a deep karate stance. That what Zuck would do. Like Elon Musk would come out.
I never realized that was her.
Yeah, how old was she there? She had to be super young.
Like really, yeah.
Where is Zombie? So she's 37 now. When did Zombieland come out? 2009? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's her. Wow. I had to see it for myself. And then, of course, somehow she gets hit with the top of a toilet. Double tapped it too.
Double tapped. Oh man, I forgot about that. All right.
I say, don't make me do it.
23. She was like 23, maybe like 22 when they were filming. So, yeah, damn, that was a long time ago. What else has she been in? Well, now I got it up. Aquaman, like she's in the Rum Diary with Johnny Depp. Drive Angry. She's in Pineapple Express. Who's she in? I love Pineapple Express. Nothing like great. She wasn't like anything great. I guess she was in Friday Night Lights. I don't know who she played in that one. So it looked like she always played other smaller characters.
Right there.
That's in. Is that where all the poop fascination came from? She got hit by a toilet seat,
and that was it. Got hit with the top of the toilet, knocked out, and then that's what it was.
The only thing about poop. All right. He might be normal jujitsu. Yeah. Yeah. Zuck is on YouTube. Is he doing jujitsu? Is she fine for sure? Hey, he's not ugly, but yeah. All right, man. I'm ready. I need to go get some sleep. I need to edit.
You need to go to bed. Go to sleep.
I know you gotta go to bed.
I gotta go back to my 13-hour day again.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, cool, man. We appreciate everyone coming and hanging out with us. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do anything crazy. So Monday we'll be talking about Gen V because that episode dropped today too. So we'll be watching that tomorrow. And then we'll figure out what else we're gonna talk about. But I am one movie shy of hitting my 50 for the year.
Wow.
So, yeah, I watched It Lives Inside, which was not that great.
Took one for the team.
Yeah, and I watched The Exorcist, so I might do some reviews for that just because it's that time of year with Halloween and scary movies and stuff like that. So
yeah, because we don't do enough reviews for Halloween right now.
Yeah, I know. Well, like new movies, new ones. I think the newest movie we're doing is what's the newest movie on that list? It might be like Blair Witch. It might be Blair Witch.
No, Blair Witch is a long time.
I think Zombieland might.
Zombieland
That's
has
2009. Yeah, Zombieland might be it. I have to look at it. But all right. Woo. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. It's time.
Yeah,
to
let's
go.
get out, man.
It's past midnight. I have to be up in like 5 hours.
Yeah. All right. See you guys later. Later.